Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast of Wardog football. As the Wardogs travel for the first road game of the year, as they take the journey to Inola to take on the Longhorns. I'm Coach Jim Paxson, along with Miami Public Schools Athletics Coach Chad Davis, Athletic Director Coach Chad Davis, and together we are excited to bring you tonight's broadcast of Wardog football. We're excited to be live on the brand new Wardog TV, which is now the official home of all live Miami Wardog sports, performances, and special event broadcasts. This has been a dream in the works for a few years at Miami Schools. Our goal is to create an environment for students to gain real-world experience in production and content creation. As a result, we will provide high-quality broadcast and video content to Wardogs around the world. Tonight's student production team is made up of Kiara Richards, Director and Camera Operation, Ava Huff, Graphics, Rylan Stewart, and Blake Frazier, on-field camera. Chad, we're a little late getting on the air, but we're excited to be here in Inola. What's going to be a wonderful night of football.
Yeah, Coach, it's great to see you. Great to be with you here in Inola, America. I'll tell you what, if you guys could really see what all goes into this setup, it's something special. I mean, it took 8 people to carry all this equipment up here. We are on top of the Inola home press box, right next to our team filmer, right next to our 2 box coaches, and right next to the Inola team filmer. So we are having a party up here, Coach Pax, and I'm glad you and I were invited.
It is crowded, but we are happy to be here tonight. Wardog come in tonight 1-1 on the season. And Inola comes in looking for their first win of the season. Inola comes in at 0-2. Wardogs picked up a win in week 1 against the Dewey Bulldoggers, 21-0, and then dropped a tough one last week at home to number 10 rated 5A Grove, 41-14. And really a game I felt was closer than the score indicated. I said Inola coming in 0-2, looking for the first win of the season. Wardogs trying to pick up the second win. And this is our last non-district game as we have a bye next week and get ready to head into district play.
Yeah, Coach, so what we're going to see today, really both teams, obviously we know Miami a lot better, but after watching some film on Inola their first 2 weeks in their scrimmage, I think you're going to see 2 football teams that really want to establish the running game today. Not that both quarterbacks are talented enough to throw it a little bit, but these teams live and die on the running game. That'll be the biggest thing to look for early, I think, Coach Pax, is which team can establish the running game early to open up that play-action pass game down the field maybe.
Miami definitely does want to run the ball. They've been averaging 234 yards per game on the ground. Leading rushers for the Wardogs so far this year is Steph Davis, 39 carries, 209 yards. That's 5.3 yards a carry. Coach, you get 5.3 yards a carry,
yeah,
it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, and what's nice that it's not a ton of carries either, you know what I'm saying, early. So with district play coming up here, Coach, after the next couple of weeks, I mean, we're going to need Seth Hunter and Carson to eat up more carries than what they have the first 2 weeks. But, those guys are battle tested. They know what it's like to have to carry it 20, 25 times. So I think they're conditioned well for it. And I really anticipate us seeing the run being established early.
Definitely so tonight. Inola has won the toss here tonight, and they has deferred. I believe the Wardogs will be taking the ball. The Longhorns are entering the field. Their band is escorting them onto the field. It's going to be a beautiful night of football here tonight. So Wardogs come in 1-1, Inola 0-2. And, Coach, what we've just learned is the first meeting ever on the football field between Inola and Miami.
Yeah, that's crazy, Pax. When we heard the announcer say that, I looked right over at Coach Pax, and I'm like, heck, I helped set this thing up, and I never had any idea that in all the years that we've been playing football and the Inola Longhorns have been playing football, we have never found a way to get together on a Friday night. So, we're setting records here. First ever meeting between Miami and Inola on the football field.
There was a few years that Inola was part of our conference, and we did play them in basketball, but football set up quite a bit different. And like I said, first meeting ever between the Wardogs and the Longhorns. There is, from my point of view, a little harder to see the clock tonight, but we'll try to keep you updated on where we are standing. There is 12 minutes on the clock, and the teams are out on the field. Deep for the Wardogs is number 3, Riley, and 26, Seth Davis. So the Wardogs will be taking the opening kick here.
Coach Pax, for our viewers, we do understand that you probably do see a glare. That is the sun. We have tried to get that moved, and it is not listening. So we're going to have to fight that glare just for a little bit here as the sun begins to set.
Yeah, the sun will be down a little bit, and the opening kickoff goes out of bounds. So a penalty on the first play. That's going to be a legal procedure against the Inola Longhorns. Wardogs have the opportunity either to back them up and make you kick it again or take the ball out at the 35-yard line. Looks like the Wardogs are going to send their offense out. So Wardog Carson Jinks, the quarterback, leads the Wardogs out on the field. Wardog's going to take over 1st and 10. Ball on their own 35.
Coach, isn't technology great? We can do this anywhere. I mean, me and Coach Baxter standing up in an open, aired press box, sun in our face. But you know what's going on down in front of us? A gosh dang football game, so it's always a good night.
Yeah, definitely so. Wardogs break the huddle. Davis in the backfield with Jinks. Tight end, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. The Dogs are going to throw it on the first play. They hit Walls. He's going to be a big gain. It's going to be a first down. He's across the 50. Down to almost we'll see where they mark it, down to the Inola 44-yard line. So, Coach, just a little bit of, it looks like a little hitch play there to the inside slot. He catches it and turns outside, and Wardogs pick up a huge gain on the first play of the game. So
yeah, Coach, and what's nice about that, very clean pocket, quick passing game, no flags, good way to start.
So, like me and Coach Davis said, Wardogs going to come out and run the ball right at you, so they throw it on the first down.
Yeah. Keep me up here in the press box, right?
Ball's fake to Davis. Jinks gets it, goes over the left side. It's going to pick up about 6 or 7 on the play. Let's call it 6. Let's bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Wardogs. Ball inside the Inola territory already. They're going to mark that ball about the Inola 38. Dogs going to go a little no huddle here, a little no tempo. Jinks calling the play from the line of scrimmage. Davis in the backfield beside Jinks. This is going to be a little speed option. Touch to Davis. He's across the 35, down to the 30.
Good cut.
Cuts to that. We're going to have a penalty. Davis is going to go in to score, but this one's going to come back. We're going to have a holding call. Looks like about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, nice 38-yard touchdown run there, but I'll tell you what, they called a hold. The first thing I heard was our coaches are up here with us saying that is not a hold, that's a good block. So, but the laundry on the field says hold, so that one's coming back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a touchdown taken off the board. But even with that, the Dogs have looked very impressive here on their opening possession here of the first half. They're going to back it up. They're going to put the ball back at the 39-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down, and we're going to call it 5.
Yeah, really, Coach. It ends up being almost like just a no play.
Almost like a no play, yeah. So 38-yard touchdown taken off the board. Dogs still facing 2nd down. Very manageable.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was dangerous right there. There was a little bubble pass thrown out to Walls.
Yeah, pretty good. Sorry, Coach.
Their flat player about ran through it.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he was kind of waiting on that. I mean, that very easily could have been a pick 6. So, fortunately for us, just a PBU, and we get to live to play another down.
Yeah, that I know the defender, if he hangs on to that one, that's a touchdown going the other way.
Little new look here, Coach, with the setback being a little deep.
Yeah, a little bit deeper. They're going to bring Riley in motion behind the play. We're going to have some movement up front, so Wardogs started out as a very promising drive, is kind of bogged down just a little bit. Going to back him up 5 yards. Legal procedure against the Wardogs. A little bit of movement up front by the offensive line. This is going to bring up 3rd down and 11.
Coach, not very good when you run 4 plays, you got 2 penalties. So that's a percentage we do not want to keep consistent with.
Definitely not. So Wardogs come out now. 3rd down. Let's call it 11. Ball in. I know the territory. Jinx takes the ball. He's going to drop back. It's going to be a little tunnel pass. That's going to be McKibben. He's going to catch the ball and get down to about the 35-yard line. So Wardogs needed 11 for the first down. Let's give them 10. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1, and we are definitely in 4-down territory right here. Actually going to mark him back just a little bit. I thought, so instead of, it's going to be about 4th and 4. 4th and 4
yeah,
for
nice
the
play there.
Wardogs.
Nice play there, Coach Bax, to get us in 4th down and manageable here.
And we're going to have another penalty here from this side. We're going to have a legal procedure against the Wardogs. So a little bit too many mistakes early in the contest for the Wardogs. I think we were talking, Coach, I don't think we had the guys on the line of scrimmage. You got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. I think he was talking to our receiver, telling him he wasn't up far enough. So
that really changes the play call here, I think, a lot, Coach. 4th and 5, you got a few options there. Now you're 4th and long. A little bit limited. Be interested to see what we do here.
Yeah, all right. Wardogs come out now. 4th down and 9. Jinx is going to take the ball. Going to roll out.
You got walls.
He's going to run.
Good block, Seth.
And he is going to be close to the first down. Just going to depends on where they spot him. Jinx took the ball, rolled out to his left, and didn't have a really receiver open and just tucked it and ran. And I think he is going to pick up the first down.
Really nice run there, Coach. Carson did a really good job of stringing that out. At the very end, he had to get those 2 yards with physicality, so just a great way to finish that and to move the chains to overcome a couple of early penalties.
Yeah, definitely so. He just lowered his head and got that last yard. So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Inola 33. Going to snap the ball to Jinx. Going around the right side. He cuts up inside to the 30. Still on his feet. He's going to get to about the 29. Let's pick up about 4 on the carry for Jinx. Nothing fancy there. Just snap the ball to him, and he just ran right up the right side. Pretty early here in the first quarter. 9:54 on the clock. Wardogs on the opening drive of the game. So they have put together a good drive. They just had to overcome some of their own mistakes. Let's call it 2nd and 5 for the Wardogs. Jinx is going to roll back. He's going to be under pressure, and he's going to be sacked back about the 40-yard line. Pretty good coverage on the back end by the Longhorns. So 2nd and 5 is going to turn into 3rd and 15. So once again, we're going to put ourselves kind of behind in a tough spot here. Call it 3rd down and 15 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Inola 37-yard line. Wardogs got to get to the 23. Pick up a 1st down.
Wouldn't be a surprise here, Coach, just to see run game here to see if we can get about 10 here.
Jinx going to get it. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it deep. He's going into double coverage. And that's going to be knocked down by the Longhorn defender. The ball was thrown deep to Riley. They had double coverage on him. So the Wardogs will turn it over on downs. Coach, we saw some good things offensively in that first drive. We just got to quit having the penalties.
I think we're 4th down.
Oh, this is 4th down. I apologize. I had us 4th down already. We haven't had a shot at it.
But you're exactly right, Coach. I mean, we've given up maybe 35 to 40 yards of offense easy just with penalties, and I may be shortchanging us.
Yeah, well, we had
again,
a 38-yard
tough call here on 4th and 13. But
touchdown wiped off. We had a holding call, a couple of legal procedures. Yeah. So the Wardogs just kind of got to get out of their own way. They've done some good things on offense, and we're going to quick kick it. Ball's going to band about the 20, going to roll down. Inside the 10, Log's going to let it roll. It's going to draw
very nice.
the 9.
Well executed there. Well executed.
Good job right there. So
again, Coach, that's not what we want. I mean, we got the start that we wanted, barring the penalties. This game's 7-0 after Doubt attacks on an extra point, but it is what it is. Just not very clean football early, and we got to play some defense here and maybe get some take advantage of this and gain some good field position here.
All right, Longhorns will come out. They're a ball for their first possession of the night. No score here. Wardogs had a good drive going, only be bogged down by a couple penalties, and they ended up punting the ball. Inola's going to take over 1st down and 10, the ball at their own 9. And the quarterback's going to fake it. He's going to be hitting the backfield.
Good play.
Kind of a read play there, and the quarterback kept it, and he's going to be dragged down for a loss of 4.
Nice play by number 85, Reese Satterwhite there.
All right, let's call it 2nd down and 13. 8:23 left in the first quarter. Inola on their first possession. Inola has had trouble scoring points this year in 2 games. They've only scored 1 touchdown. So offense has really been their problem so far this season as they're looking to get things untracked. All right, they're going to hand the ball up inside, and he is hit hard. Oh!
Nice play by number 22, Chris Kelly. Nice fill there.
Yeah, he hit him right in the mouth about the 2-yard line. So this is a drive that started at the 9, and, Coach, they're going backwards.
Yeah, and, so, 3rd and 14 here, Coach. This is the big draw screen. They're not known to take real deep shots here. I would think draw screen right here to maybe get out of their own end zone. I'd be interested to see if they try to take a shot here, though, this deep.
Yeah. 3rd down, let's call it 15 for the Longhorns. Quarterback with his heels right on the goal line. He's going to keep it to go up the middle, and he's going to get out to about the 7 or 8. So good job by the Wardog defense. They're going to force a punt, but that's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, a little quarterback draw action there. It could have been just true quarterback counter. But, no, that's a great start defensively. When they run 3 plays and, you're accumulating -1 yard, that's a great start for us. The penetration by the D-line early looks really, really nice. You like to see white jerseys in their backfield.
Definitely so. That's going to bring up 4th down, and let's call it 11 for the Longhorns. Garrett Walls deep for the Wardogs, standing in Longhorn territory. He's standing right at their 40-yard line, so the Wardogs should get good field position right here. Punter standing in his own end zone. There's the snap, and not a great punt. It's going to go out to about the 40. Longhorns going to get a good roll. still the Wardogs will take over in Longhorn territory. They will take over about the Longhorn 46-yard line.
Yeah, still going back to the decision on 4th down by Coach Gardner to put in the quick kick ends up paying off. If we end up not getting that 4th down, Coach, or falling up short, we're going to give them the ball on the 35-yard line or the 40-yard line. Instead, quick kick, executed real well, gets them inside the 10, great defensive hold, and we're kind of right back to kind of where we started. This time, we hope to capitalize on the good field position.
The Wardogs come out. Dave is still in the backfield beside Jinx. 1st and 10 for the Wardogs. Ball on the Inola 46. Ball is handed up to Davis. And ball is put on the ground. Little mishap between Jinx and Davis, and Longhorns fall on it. So Wardogs do not take advantage of the defensive stand, and they turn it over, and the Longhorns, they will take over in Wardog territory just across the 50. So a little bit looks like a little bit of a read play right there, and just a misconnection between Jinx and Davis, and the ball's on the ground, and Longhorns fall on it. So
all right, so right here's the classic big play after a turnover. So I know a coaching staff here. What's my favorite play? What's my best trick play? Don't be surprised they don't try something deep here.
I know the quarterback out of the gun. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it over the middle. We're going to have a pass interference on the Wardogs, and that was definitely a pass interference.
Yeah, pretty easy call there. The coverage wasn't bad, just kind of got there a little early. So, it's a pretty good call there.
Yeah, definitely was. That was an easy one. And so things right now going against the Wardogs a little bit. A lot of it kind of by our own doing, unfortunately. We have a number of penalties early, fumble early. All of a sudden, the field position has flipped, and Inola's going to have the ball inside the Wardog territory down to about the 36.
Yeah, this is definitely not the start that I promise you that we had envisioned. Again, just quite a few penalties early, already a turnover, and all of a sudden, like you said, Coach, they've flipped the field position, and now it's got a little drive going here.
They're going to actually mark it at the 34. Inola comes out of the huddle. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. They're going to bring motion across the formation, kind of a jet sweep. He's going to get to the edge. He's going to get to about the 31-yard line. Pick up of about 3 or 4 on the play. They're going to mark it the 30. So let's give him 4. We're going to bring up a 2nd down and 6 for Inola. 6:19 left in the first quarter. Both teams on their second possession here. Inola quarterback looking to the sidelines. They're going to signal a play in from the coaches. A little bit of a counter look there up and tied to the back, and he's hit in the backfield, and he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, good play there by number 20, Alfred Bailey.
Yeah, good job of Bailey. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 7 or 8. Let's call it 7 for the Longhorns.
Yeah, you're in that area here, Coach. We really want to get them at least right here. We don't want them to get any yards here. Get them to 4th and long, kind of in that no man's land to where it's going to make it difficult for them to pick this up in 2 downs. Big play here to put them in a difficult situation, hopefully on 4th down.
Definitely so. Let's call it 3rd and about 6 for the Longhorns. Their second possession of the ball game. No score still in the first quarter. Quarterback out of the gun. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw a little slant play over the middle. It is caught. That's going to bring up a 1st down for Inola. They needed about 6 and got about 8. So nothing family there, just nothing fancy, just a little slant. And he's wide open there in the flash. So Inola on the move as they are now at the Wardog 22-yard line.
Yeah, we're just in a soft zone right there, and they're pausing and looking to the sideline. Their coaches have seen the soft zone, felt like it was there, and wide receiver did a pretty good job kind of setting it down right there and got just what he needed for the 1st down.
All right, Inola has it 1st down at the Wardog 21-yard line, just outside the red zone. And then we're going to have some penalties on the play once again. Looks like this one is going to go against the Longhorns, as they had too many people moving before the snap, and so that's going to back them up 5 yards. Sun just about down over the horizon. Make life a lot easier for everybody when that sun gets down just a little bit more here for you. Wardogs and Inola, the first meeting ever between the 2 high school football teams. Wardogs 1-1 on the season. Inola 0-2. 1st and 15 for Inola. They're going to hand the ball up inside, and he's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Coach, really good job by the front seven right now.
Yeah, that's Chris Kelly again. He's kind of seeing that play and kind of just doing a great job early of shooting gaps. And he's making a really good, sure tackle, too, when he gets there, Coach. Nice job by 22. Sophomore Chris Kelly.
Looks like they almost lost a yard right there, Coach. It was called almost second down and 16 now. Ball at the Wardog 27-yard line. It's called for 28. Wardog's going to drop back. He's going to try to throw it down the flat. It's going to be caught by number 7. Jinx on the tackle. And, Coach, right there, that's completion for about 3 yards.
Yeah, you can live with that all day. That's the throw we want them to throw in that zone right there. And a really good, again, open field tackle by Jinx. Puts them in a 3rd and a 13 here long.
That's just a slant with an out.
Yeah,
and then the quarterback just reads it.
Yeah, nothing fancy, and that's the read. And we're giving that up right there, Coach, on 2nd and long. That's what we want them to throw. Wouldn't be surprised if you don't see the same look for us. They're in an open set here, a 3-by-1.
Yeah, 3-by-1 here. Quarterback drops back. He's under pressure. They're going to run a screen, and, boy, they set it up well. He's across the 20 to the 15, down to the 10, down to the 7. Boy, Coach, they set that up, executed it well.
Yeah, we did get a flag late. I think you're going to get a block in the back against one of their offensive linemen against number 8, Shane Douthit.
There is a flag down about the 11-yard line. A lot of penalties called here early in this contest.
And I'm telling you right now, this side official over here that's wore us out early with penalties is trying to talk him out of it.
Officials are talking with the ball. The flag's about the 11-yard line. Inola has turned, and they are walking back. Coach, that was just a middle screen right there, and we brought a lot of pressure. And when you do that, there's nobody left there to defend the middle of the field.
Yeah, Coach, you called it. It's just a really good play call against the stunt that we had on because we put a little pressure there on them. I'm going to get bailed out here a little bit on a block in the back. That's probably going to bring it back to about that original down and distance. So they end up getting 3 yards off that play, and here we are on 3rd and long.
All right, they're going to bring it back to about the 21. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. Let's call it 9 for Inola. Wardogs come out on defense. Inola in an open set. Quarterback in the backfield by himself. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And we're going to have a timeout on the field taken by the Longhorns, so they want to talk about it. We are about 3:34 left in the first quarter. No score here at Inola. We want to thank you for joining us tonight for Wardog TV. We want to thank our student production team that's here working everything for us. Kiara Richards is working our director. She is the camera operator tonight. Ava Huff graphics. Rylan Stewart and Blake Frazier on the field cameras. And a special thanks to our media coordinator. I'm not sure his official title, but David Frazier. He puts all this together. Got here, set all this up. I said, if you looked at what we're looking at here, you'd think we're going to, like Coach said, land to 747 here in a few minutes. But
it's crazy, and what's even more crazy about it, Coach, is this is like, I don't know, 60% of the setup that we have when we're at home in our box. So it's crazy. I mean, me and Paxton are just kind of sitting back here, leaning on the side of the press box, watching these people hook this stuff up. It's nuts to watch them to get after it. But man, what a cool setup, and what a great thing that we got going here to be able to show Wardog Sports live.
They definitely did not ask my help on setting anything up.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. That would have been, we would have slowed down production. We may have started by the second half if they would asked me and you to set this up.
All right, coming out of the timeout. About 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Inola facing a 3rd down and 9. The ball is at the Wardog 21-yard line. Inola had a huge gain erased by a block in the back penalty. They're going to run it up inside, and they're going to be caught in the back.
Yeah, good play there by Reese Satterwhite again. Another tackle for loss. His 2nd early.
All right, that's going to be a loss of about 1. So looks like Inola might be sending a field goal unit out. Ball to the 22. This will be about a 39-yard attempt.
Yeah, and that's one of these attempts where it's long enough to where I'm probably playing some safe right here, looking for a possible fake.
We're going to officially call it 38 yards.
Kicker on the field for Inola's number 16, Kyle Burgess, senior.
All right, so Wardogs on defense. They have held. There's the snap, the hold, the kick, and it is going to be short. And it is not going to make it until about halfway through the end zone. So Wardogs give up some yardage. However, they do finally put a stop to the Inola drive, so the Wardogs will be taking over. So, Coach, we've done some good things offensively. We just got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot.
Without question, yeah. Kind of going back to what that second and third quarter looked like, the very opening game. You would hope by week 3 that we would have some of those wrinkles out. So, again, maybe I'm not searching for excuses here, but the reality of it is first road game. First time not in your own locker room, first time getting used to looking at the sideline, you see the sun, and there's a lot of variables here. Maybe now, after a couple possessions, we can settle in and go to work here.
All right, Wardogs going to come out. First down and 10. Ball at their own 22-yard line. Davis in the backfield with Jinx. They're going to hand the ball to Davis. He's going to cut up inside. He's across the 25, out to the 30, breaking tackles. And he's going to carry defenders out to about the 34. So good, tough run right there by Seth Davis. Let's give him about 11 or 12 on the play. Officials are going to stop the clock here and talk about something. .244 left in the opening quarter. No score here at Inola.
Was that not a 12-yard run? I mean, what are we doing here? Chains haven't moved.
Yeah, he definitely got about 12 yards on the play, so I'm not sure what we're discussing
I'm really
here.
confused of what's going on here. So, I mean, the whistle was blown at the end of the play, and then for whatever reason, we have an official's timeout for a reason we don't know about. So,
yeah, I'm not sure what they're upset about, but I know the coach is wanting to talk to the white hat. That's the gentleman in charge of the officiating crew. They've got the ball marked about the 33. So they're saying on the missed field goal that the ball should have been spotted on the 20 because it's like a kick or a punt that went into the end zone.
Yeah, now that does make sense. And honestly, we started 2 yards closer.
But Coach, we still didn't mark the ball right. They marked Seth back about 4 yards. No, now they're moving the chains, but it still was up a little higher. Anyway, it is now. They are moving the chains. Now first down. Ball to Davis. He's going to go over the left side. No gain right there. So, Coach, this game just has not got into a flow. The Wardogs haven't got into a flow. The officials haven't got into a flow. It almost looks like game one a little bit.
It really does, and that's not what we want. Being for us, this is a true week 2 across the state of Oklahoma. This is our 3rd game, so I do see them trying to establish the run here to possibly to get into that flow.
Actually lost one on the play. We're going to run the speed option again. That's Davis. Across the 35, across the 40, 45. He's going to get up to the 47. And we're going to have another hold. And I'm not sure. I'm not saying we're holding. I'm not saying we're not holding. But I bet, Coach, of the penalties thrown, 90% of them came from the same official.
Same official. I mean, that's the 6th flag I'm counting now at this point. That's the 6th time that official has thrown a flag. So again, Coach, it's not our responsibility or job to say that we are or we're not. But that's a lot early, and we ain't even in the first quarter.
Yeah. They're going to back this one up, so another big gain taken off the board there for Davis.
Yeah, and that's the second time the speed option to the left has been a big play. The first time it went for almost 40 yards and a touchdown. That got called back by a holding. This time it goes for about 15, called back for a holding. So,
Coach, they're moving the ball all the way back to the 19-yard line. Coach, what we need to do is we need to wait till the second quarter and run that option to the other side. We have a different official on that side over there.
Boy, no kidding. So I know one thing: the Miami coaches up here are not happy about where this ball was marked out. I think they marked that from the original line of scrimmage, and that hold took place 8 yards down the road.
We have 2nd and 22. So, man, hand the ball up inside to Davis again. That is Hunter Nichols on the carry. He's going to go up across the 20 to about the 22. This has just been a strange opening quarter to this ball game.
Well, and what you got here now, you got 3rd and 20, and there's not too many things in the playbook for 3rd and 20.
No. Jinx out of the gun. Nichols to his side. Jinx going to drop back. He's going to scramble around a little bit. Now under pressure. Jinx is going to run. He's going to only pick up about 2 or 3. So Wardogs going to be forced to punt. Once again, a couple of big runs negated by penalties. The Wardogs are going to be forced to kick the ball back to the Longhorns. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Clock is moving. Wardogs facing fourth and almost 20.
Yeah, Carson did a good job there getting outside the pocket. I saw number 10, Garrett Walls, break open late, but by that time, I don't know if Carson, just his momentum to the left was too hard to stop and get those shoulders turned to make a tough throw. But, again, just penalties are killing us. There's nothing else to say.
All right, Wardogs back in punt formation. That's Davis. Pretty good kick. He's taking it at the 50, across to down to the 45, to the 40, down to about the 41-yard line. So Inola will take over with great field position. And like I said, once again, the Wardogs have been their worst enemy so far tonight, with 2 or 3 big running plays being negated by holding penalties. Sometimes, Coach, you have to adjust. As a player, you've got to adjust to the way that the game's being called.
Yeah, it just forces you to really bear down and focus on your fundamental technique when you're blocking and trying to execute plays. So it's pretty obvious that they're going to throw some stuff that may or may not be. So you just really got to clean up fundamentally and play some clean football.
All right, Inola's going to take the ball. They're going to hand the ball up the middle, and it's going to be a pretty good game. Pretty good hole up aside for Inola. They're going to take that from the 41 down to the 39. So going to give him roughly 6 or 7 on the play. Inola's going to go up a little hurry up here. See if they catch the Wardogs not quite ready. Kind of a little hurry up there, then see if they can draw you off sides. They're going to get the line of scrimmage, look to their sideline. And, Coach, that's going to bring the first quarter to an end. So it's been a strange one here in Inola, Coach.
Yeah, and not in a good way for the Wardogs. That's almost a 30-minute quarter, which means that there's a lot of stoppages, whether it's for penalties or for turnovers or for change of possession. 30 minutes is a long quarter for nobody to be scoring. So, let's just hope that that's behind us and you just kind of hit a reset button right now if you're the guys in the white jerseys and blue helmets, and kind of put it together a little bit here. It's been sloppy to say the least so far.
Definitely so, Coach. So, all right, for one quarter in the books here at Inola, no score. Like we said before, this is the first meeting ever between Inola and Miami on the football field. Wardogs come in at 1-1. Inola comes in at 0-2. Wardogs are off next week. It will be a bye week as Wardogs get ready to head into district play. Inola will be playing the Bristow Purple Pirates next week, so they'll have a tough one on their hands next week as well.
Yeah, Bristow, former district foe of us the last 2 years. Coach Brett Jones over there done a great job for a long time, and that'll be a tough matchup for Inola.
All right, back to action here at Inola. Inola's going to be facing second down. Let's call it 3. Ball at the Wardog 34-yard line. Ball is handed. Oh, the ball's on the floor.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, the fumble, and the Wardogs going to take over.
Yeah, huge play right there. But there's number 22, Chris Kelly again. Coach Paxton jumps on that ball.
Try not to get too excited on the microphone. I almost wanted to yell, pick it, scoop it, scoop it, scoop it.
The first thing me and Paxton do is pull our mics down and say, ball,
scoop
ball.
Scoop it.
You just got 2 old coaches that love Wardog football. They get excited right there. But not sure who made the play. There were 2 or 3 Wardogs in the backfield there, Coach. But I do know that Chris Kelly has been all over the field early, and that was Chris Kelly with a great fumble recovery.
Definitely.
Let's see if we can take advantage now.
All right, Wardog's going to take over. Ball at their own 44-yard line. Davis back in the backfield beside Jinx. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Let's see if Wardogs can get this thing lined out and get the ball moving. It's going to be a counter look to Jinx. He's going to get up the middle. He's going to go. He will score. Coach, there's no penalties on the flag.
I do not see a flag. This is amazing.
There's going to be a 46-yard touchdown, Coach, by Carson Jinx.
That's a 56-yarder,
56-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that's a huge, huge play. Great way to turn over, and then the second quarter has started well for Miami.
That was just a counter play. They faked the ball to Davis, pulled the backside guard and tackle, and Jinx jumped inside, and he goes 56 yards for the touchdown. And, Coach, sad to say, but as he's running, I'm scanning the field looking for a flag
Coach,
on the play.
You're calling Jinx going down the field. I'm looking behind the play thinking there's got to be some laundry. I mean, it's unfortunate that we're there, but it's just been a first quarter marred by penalties. So good to see some clean football there by us. Great forced turnover. We go right at them, right down the deal there. And then, of course, we block an extra point to stop a little momentum.
All right.
Great answer by the Dogs.
Extra point by Doubt that is blocked. But the Wardogs do get on the board as they take the lead here early in the second quarter. 11:43 left in the second quarter. Jinx on a 56-yard run. So the Wardogs take the lead here.
Coach Pax, I'm looking over at, we have the nice view of the monitors here with Kiara and Avon, what they're doing. And I tell you what, Coach, I love that on-field camera shot. Kiara just switched over, and Blake and those guys down there had a great close-up of some of our kids, and that's a really, really cool addition to Wardog TV. So great job by our students.
Yeah, actually we have 2 cameras on the field tonight. Ryland Stewart, Blake Frazier running the sideline cameras or on the field cameras, giving you some additional outstanding footage of the Wardogs.
Coach, that sun is just about giving up on us. I am looking again over at the live view of what our students are looking at that are producing this tonight, and it looks like the glare's all the way gone, just for a couple of streaks. So hopefully our viewers that are joining us tonight, first of all, thank you very much for tuning in and supporting Wardog Athletics. But it looks like those are almost gone. It looks like a really clear picture. So you guys that are listening that know me and Coach Pax and have our numbers, or you want to hit us up on Messenger, please let us know if you hear any technical difficulties or anything like that. We'll work on it and get it better. But right now it looks pretty good feed, Coach.
All right, Shane Douthit on for the kick. Wardogs take the lead here, 6-0. There's the kick. It's going to go to about the 16-yard line. Taken there. He's going to come right up the middle, and good coverage right there by the Wardogs. He's going to get out to about the 26, just across the 25. So,
Coach, that's a bright spot early for us. Our first 2 games and early in this game is our kickoff team has done a really good job. I watch the alleys, to make sure that they're not sucking in there like a covey of quail, moth to a flame, whatever you want to call it. We do a really good job of keeping our alleys there. Because that kickoff return can really take some momentum if you let somebody get a big one.
Definitely so, Coach. So Inola will take over. Their first possession of the second quarter. Wardogs lead this one 6-0 on a 56-yard touchdown run by Carson Jinks. Wardogs in their all white with the blue helmets, which is my favorite combination for Wardog football, is that all white. And howdy, Coach, we faked the ball to the running back, and he gets leveled. Quarterback pulls it. He gets leveled.
That's Damian Humble with a great freaking hit right there on the quarterback. That's good physical football right there. Excuse me. That's Dominic Humble. That's brother.
Both of those guys, whoever's going to hold the ball that time, they took some abuse on that play right there.
And, Coach, it's funny you mentioned that about the white on white, the icy whites, as the kids call it, with the blue helmet. Seth came in Thursday night after dinner, walked in the house. I was sitting in my chair watching some NFL football, and he's like, my favorite combination tomorrow, white on white. He goes, I know that's old school, but Dad, I love the white on white and the blue helmet.
And that's been my favorite for years, watching the Wardogs here. Let's bring up 2nd down and 10 for Inola. They're going to hand the ball around the left side. He's going to be in the backfield. Big play right there.
Yeah.
And once again, that is Davis, I believe.
No, that's Hunter Nichols.
Hunter Nichols right there. And that's just a linebacker running through.
I think it's a little stunt there, Coach. I think we stunted right into it.
I think a linebacker ran right through the gap, and he's going to hit him in the backfield. So going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it about 6 or 7. 17 for Inola. So big play here for the Wardogs. Coach, this is an Inola team that has struggled a little bit the last few years. Coach, if you could get a stop here and get another score, you could kind of get on a roll, and they'll start to doubt themselves a little bit.
Yeah, the old DB coach in me right here, I just want to scream to the safeties and corners, down in distance, know where they got to be, keep it in front of you, make a good tackle.
And they're going to drop back. He's under pressure. Another screen pass.
Nice.
The Wardogs brought a little bit of pressure out there, but not the linebackers. Linebackers have stayed at home.
I saw Chris Kelly. I see Xander Clark. I see David Homer at the safety. I see Shane Douthit at the safety, kind of staying in there right there. So I think even if that's completed, I like our chances of holding that to about a 5-6 yard gain and hopefully seeing their punting unit regardless.
Yeah, Coach, I totally agree with you right there. So you got enough pressure on the quarterback that he had to rush it a little bit because you didn't. Usually you can complete a screen pass without a lot of problem, but no. All right, it's going to bring up 4th down and about 15 for the Longhorns. Wardogs have Garrett Walls. He's right at midfield. There's a snap, good kick.
Yeah, pretty much punt safe right there.
That ball's going to go.
No rush. Had to return
I know it's going to get a big bounce.
Yeah, good job there on the punter. I mean, we played not really safe, but we didn't go after it there. trying to set up a return. Looked like it was going to be short. Heck, coach, you got a 15-yard roll out of that deal, but
yeah, at least 15. And really, they just kicked it away from us and got fortunate with the roll.
But regardless, that's a great 3 and out.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you want after hitting a big play. Let's see if we can continue that offensive momentum that we've kind of started here lately.
All right, Wardogs take over. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Wardogs lead this one 6-0. Seth Davis in the backfield with Jinx. Walls and McKibben split to the left. Riley to the right. Satterwhite's a tight end. They're going to hand the ball up inside to Davis. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to get about 3 or 4. Good tough running up inside by Davis. Coach, we're just starting to kind of establish the run a little bit here. Run. I wouldn't be surprised here a little bit to see us maybe a little play action and pop up and maybe hit one deep.
Yeah, and, one thing that Seth and I always talk about is those early 3 and 4 and 2-yard runs, those are okay. Those will end up adding up, and then when we get into the third and fourth quarter, those become 7 and 8 yards. So 3 yards on 2nd and 7 is not a bad position to be right now.
All right, 2nd down and 7 for the Dogs. Hand the ball up inside to Davis once again. He's over the left side, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. He's going to get all the way up to the 49-yard line. Let's call it a gain of 10 on the play. So Wardogs are moving the chains just on their side of the 50. And like I said, Coach, those we've talked before. Like you said, those gains that are 3 yards and 4 yards, further along, it gets to be 6 yards, 7 yards. Then all of a sudden you start popping them.
Yeah.
Because they get those defensive linemen and those linebackers, they get tired of being beaten on.
Here's
Coach,
the
play
action. Got the tight end, Reese Satterwhite. Good throw, good catch.
All right, little out by the tight end and a good catch right there by Satterwhite. Let's give him about 6 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for the Wardogs.
What was the gain on that, Coach?
Let's give him 6.
Yeah, good release route there by Reese Satterwhite. That's a good chunk on 1st down.
All right, 8 minutes left till halftime. Wardogs lead this one 6-0. And we're gonna have another penalty. We have a legal procedure, Coach. I think our problem is we're not getting lined up. Something's not getting lined up right.
And just to our left of us, Coach Till, our offensive line coach, yelled it 2 seconds before the referee threw his flag, so he saw it too. Just a misalignment there was all that was.
You got to have 7 on the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure if it's I'm not sure who it's on, if it's a receiver, or sometimes you have linemen who get too far off the ball and they declare that lineman is actually in the backfield.
Yeah,
so
that very well could be what it is. So,
all right, that's going to bring up 2nd down. Let's call it 10 for the Wardogs. Ball just back across our side of the 50.
I can confirm we are right. We are correct on this. This was the right set. We got enough guys, and we just basically traded the ball back.
Yeah,
we're getting some steps in for the umpire.
That's right. So we're going to get an illegal procedure offside against the Longhorns. So that 5 they took away from us, we're going to give it back. Back to 2nd and 5 for Miami.
Coach Pack, shout out to the Miami fans who traveled. You can see on the camera that the bleachers are packed full, and there's several people standing, so appreciate our fans traveling to support our kids.
Definitely so. We appreciate everybody coming here. It's going to be a counter play to Jinx. He'll get up inside again. He's going to have a 1st down.
Coach, that's going to be a really, really good play for us tonight.
Yeah.
That's the 2nd time they've done it. The 1st time was the 56-yard touchdown. That outside linebacker is really shooting out there with Seth on that fake, and that's really open up the inside. Great run there by Carson.
And once again, Davis comes across, and they're chasing him, and we're pulling the backside guard and tackle, and Jinx getting up in behind them. Handed up inside to Davis this time. He's going to go over the left side. Going to get about 2 or 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and, let's call it 7 for the Wardogs. They are now in Longhorn territory.
Yeah, pretty good shoestring tackle there by a defensive lineman. Kind of dove, kind of got a hold of Seth there and tripped him up.
All right. You're going to hand the ball up inside to Davis. So here he's going to bounce around the outside, fighting his way down to about the 31-yard line. Let's give him about 2 or 3 on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6 for the Wardogs.
Yeah, well, what happened there, Coach? We missed our kick-out block.
Yeah.
Kick-out block didn't get there in time. They caved that down. You can see they kind of got muddled up there, and Seth had to be a little bit more patient than what he wanted to.
All right, 3rd down for the Wardogs. Starting to put a pretty good drive together here. Wardogs definitely in 2-down territory, so 3rd and about 7. But you don't have to pick it all up on this play.
Coach, I don't see a safety in the middle of the field to see if we can take advantage of the middle of the field here.
Jinx is going to drop back. He's got Walls right over the middle. And he's going to hit him in stride.
Exactly what I saw.
And he's going to score.
Exactly what
Touchdown,
I saw.
Wardogs.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it pre-snap. I mean, and the coaches obviously saw it. Great play call by Coach Gardner to switch to it. Great throw, great catch.
You called it, Coach. You said no safety in the field, and I said they were trying to get there. They just couldn't get there on time. All right, Wardog's going to come out in a little bit different look here, Coach. A little bit of a kind of spread the field here.
I'm going to go with this as not an extra point attempt. Kick.
Yeah.
Speed option.
A little bit of a bad snap. They're going to throw it. They got Riley in the end zone, and it hits him in the hands, and he drops it. So Wardogs score. The failed 2-point attempt right there. Executed well, just didn't finish.
What a great look. It's on film now for the next 3 weeks, so people know that we have that. It was there. We just got to finish. I call it the ninja formation.
A lot of different names for that type of formation, but you really just come out and you try to spread the field, and you just try to get the defense misaligned. You kind of come out and count and see which the side of the field they have the fewer defenders on, and attack that side, because the play's really set up. You can go either way.
Coach, you could do a lot of things out of there. I don't know if my mic was on, but I said speed option looked good right there, just because, you got all that stuff displaced out of there. Now you take that quarterback, attack that 3-man line of scrimmage, want that safety to come down and commit to one or the other. Remember, you only need 3 right there. You don't need 20. Yeah. So, boy, there's so many things we can do out of that look. But again, that's another great answer. We've now shown that we can hit you with the big run. We can also throw it over the top if you allow us to. So, pretty balanced offensive set here early in the second quarter.
So, Wardogs lead this one 12-0. 6:22 left till halftime. And Coach, you really feel if you come out defensively and get another 3 and out, and you go punch one in and kind of go up 3 scores here, you kind of feel like you really get the momentum really going with you as we move closer to halftime.
Yeah, just over 6 minutes left. We have all 3 timeouts at our disposal. So you're right. A stop here would be great. Another 3 and out, and then see if we can put together another drive, because Inola will receive to start the second half.
All right, good kick by Douther. That ball's going to go into the. Oh, it's going to cross the goal line, I think, just barely is right.
And just like in college, as soon as that ball hits the goal line, it is dead where it's at. You cannot return it out of the end zone in high school football, so that ball will come out to the 25.
All right.
Excuse me, the 20.
Yeah, Wardog defense will come out. Wardogs lead this one 12-0. Couple of big plays by Jinx. Oh, man. What a great view we're having, as you guys can see, the on sideline cameras tonight and everything. We were so excited, the quality of the broadcast we're able to give for you, and to see Wardog football when you can't be here in person. All right, Inola takes over, trailing 12-0. They're going to drop back, going to hit a little slant.
Got a tackle here, open field tackle.
And they're going to pick up about 13 on the play. And I'm sure that's something their coaches have seen. We're giving a lot of cushion out there. I really think we're saying, we don't think you're probably good enough to take it down the field and beat us, short pass. Yeah. We're just telling our defenders keep everything in front. But
sure, and we've got 7-8 guys in the box. Obviously, we talked about it early, Coach. That they're predicated on the running game, so we're going to force them into the passing game. And we haven't changed our look here. This is just a cover 3 with a 1 high safety.
Yeah, first and 10. And this is going to be, I think, just a busted play, and he's going to be hitting the backfield.
Coach, I think they tried to run jet, and I think we just ate it up with penetration right there, honestly. I really do.
I think you're right. I think they tried to run a jet sweep, and he wanted to come all the way to Inola's sideline. Yeah. He just got cut off. He had to turn around and go back the other way. So
I saw number 50, Xander Clark, shoot through there pretty early. I think Xander did a good job there. Looked like Julio Valenzuela ended up winning and getting some penetration. Man, penetration just kills offensive rhythm, so that's a good show for the Wardogs there.
All right, that's a loss of 2 on the play. Let's call it second down and 12 for Inola. Wardogs lead this one 12-0. Wardogs like to get a stop and get one more possession here before halftime. And we're going to have a penalty here. Nope, we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, second one of the half for Inola, down to 1.
All right, we want to thank you for joining us for Wardog TV. And Coach talked about some of the things you can take advantage of this week. Some upcoming events this week in and around Miami High School athletics. Tomorrow, or Monday, September 12th, we have junior high football at Ulagal. 7th grade will kick off at 5:30. The 8th grade kick off about 6:30. Tuesday, September 13th, high school and junior high cross country is back here at Inola for a cross country meet. That'll take off at 9 o'clock in the morning. Also on Tuesday, high school softball versus Jay at the Harley Turning Field in Miami, Oklahoma. That'll start at 5 o'clock. And then junior high softball on the road Tuesday at Jay, and their first pitch will be at 5. Next Thursday, high school softball will be competing in the Inola tournament. Coach, we're making a lot of trips to Inola this week, aren't we?
Coach Unry, man, you assistant superintendent AD, good friend of mine, buddy. I hope the hospitality room's warmed up. We're going to be showing up here a lot.
All right, our high school will be here at the Inola tournament. We'll be playing Collinsville at 1 p.m. and Salisaw at 2:30 on Thursday. We also have the high school competitive cheer showing at the MAC at 6 p.m. So a lot of events coming up. No high school football for the Wardogs next week. We'll be on a bye week, but we'll be back the following week. So let's go back to action here. Let's call it 2nd down and 12 for Inola. Quarterback's going to take it. He's going to drop back, and he's going to be under pressure. It's going to be thrown over the middle, and that's going to be caught. He's going to be close to the first down. We're going to have to see where they mark it. I think they're going to mark it just a little bit short. So bring
Interesting. I'm not. If I might know, I'm not real happy about that spot. Okay, there they go. There they moved it. I thought he was a yard over.
All right, they are going to move the chains now. That's going to bring up first down, and for Inola, ball at their own 43-yard line. Quarterback. It's a quarterback draw. Pretty good play right there by Inola.
Yeah, pretty good play. Opened up nice, and we got to be able to fill those gaps a little bit. Starting to open up seams.
Quarterback in the backfield by himself. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They just try to get the defense to spread the field, and quarterback just takes it up inside. Let's call it 2nd and 3 for Inola. Ball right at the 50. Quarterback run once again.
Same play.
The ball's on the ground, and that's going to be picked up by Garrett Walls.
Great play.
He's going to fall on it by the 39. Wardogs will take over.
Sorry, Coach. That's number 44, sophomore Cole Lynch, with the nice hit on the quarterback to jar that ball loose. Number 10, Garrett Walls on the fumble recovery.
So I know we're starting to put a pretty good drive together. Hey.
Have him refresh his browser and see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Some have been telling me it's been down, but it's been up the whole time.
All right. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties here in Inola. If your feed goes down, of course, if you hear me, you're up and running. But all right, Wardogs back to action. There's that quarterback run again.
Yeah, nice.
Jinx is going to take it out across the 50. He's going to pick him up about 12 on the play.
Coach, those backers are really, really running off with those running backs. Whether it's been Seth mostly, but I'm telling you, they are biting on the running back fake, and Carson's really punishing them inside.
All right, Wardogs take over 1st and 10. That ball's upside to Davis. All right, they get him by the ankles right there and trip him up.
One
Davis.
block away there.
He's going to be gone right there.
To the gate.
3:57 left till halftime. Wardogs would like to go put one more score on the board before we take the break. 2nd down and 5 for
Just under
the
4
Wardogs.
minutes, Coach. I know it's hard for us to see the scoreboard from here.
And that's going to be Davis once again. He's going to go over the left side down to about the 41, really about 2 on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd down, and let's call it 3.
Coach, I'm going to, for the viewers, how close we are for this to be really, instead of 3 and 4 yards, big plays. That was a backside defensive end that makes that play. If we just get a little bit of him, he doesn't come backside, and that ends up being 10, 12, 15 yards. So we're really close here.
3rd down and 3 for the Wardogs, and here comes the same official. We're going to have a legal procedure. Be interesting to see what is he seeing.
I will say this. I did notice it looked like the outside linebacker or maybe the drop-down safety for Inola. He kind of threw his hand up like, hey, it's a flag. So it's like he saw somebody moving it. Yeah. If that was the case, it would have been on the right side. But this is the left side, linesman who's making all the penalties. So here we go, 3rd and long.
All right, let's call it 3rd and long 7 for the Wardogs. Ball at the Inola 46-yard line. Wardogs lead this one 12-0. Going to be a speed option to the other side.
That's what you wanted.
That's Davis around the right side. And The ball's on the ground. It's a fumble, and Inola has picked it up. So speed obstacles are going to be a big play, and Davis coughs it up, and Inola jumps on it. So big time. It's a turnaround right here, Coach. 2:45. You got to be telling your defense you got to step up right here. Wardogs had like they had something going, only to turn it over. So you definitely you don't want to give up another score or give them any kind of momentum right here. So our defense needs to just keep playing like they have been.
Yeah, nothing to talk about there. I mean, 26 just got to have better ball security there. I mean, that was a good job by Carson to bid that thing late. I thought he had a good pitch. Seth's just got to secure there and keep the drive going.
Inola takes over, ball at their own 39. Going to hand up inside. Quarterback's going to pull it. Quarterback run. He's got a big gain. He's going to pick up almost 12. He's going to take the ball across the 50. So just a little bit quarterback read right there. And then we definitely hit the running back in the mouth, but quarterback did a good job pulling it, going around the left side, and we didn't have anybody there. And so big gain on first down for Inola.
Yeah, Inola down to one timeout, Coach. We need to get them behind the sticks here.
Hand off to the running back. He's in the backfield once again.
Again, Coach, just penetration there. Just really, whether you want to run read or run zone or run power read, it doesn't matter when you got two defensive linemen or a linebacker, sitting there at the mesh point where the handoff is. That's really nicely done by the front line of Miami.
That's a 2-yard loss for the Inolas. Now under 2 minutes till halftime. Wardogs lead this one 12-0 in what has been a really sloppy contest. Both teams have turned it over a few times. A lot of penalties on the ground tonight. Wardogs getting lined up.
We are outnumbered over here. We are misaligned here. This may not be good if we
have pressure here, thrown over the middle. It's caught inside the 40. We're going to have, Coach, I think a face mask probably coming in from the back judge.
When I looked down on the bottom of the field, we had 3 receivers over here. I only saw 2 white jerseys, so there was a misalignment there. We run the safety over late, and the number 3 receiver runs that little skinny post mini slant right into where the safety left. So that misalignment hurt us there, and then now you tack on 15 more, and now we got our backs against the wall here to try to keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, Coach, like you said, we're in the box with our coaches up here, and you could hear our coaches yelling down that we were misaligned, that we need to rotate over. So, well, Coach, things turn quickly here. All of a sudden, Inola is now in the red zone. They put the ball at the Wardog 19-yard line. 1:33 left in the halftime. Wardogs lead this in 12-0, but Inola threatening here right before half. Wardog takes it. He's going to throw it. It's a hitch and go. He's got a guy in the end zone. And it is Coach,
I think we may get offensive pass interference here.
It's a late flag, Coach.
I think the ball was caught. I don't know. It looked like Logan Sumapong in coverage, and all of a sudden it looked like Logan didn't have that separation. So, yeah, this is going to be an offensive pass interference call.
All right, so that ball was caught back in the far corner of the end zone. And I'll apologize. My eyes are getting a little old. I couldn't see if he came down with it, and he did. But we have offensive pass interference against Inola. So take a touchdown off of the board for them. Wardogs had one taken away early. Seth Davis had a 38-yard touchdown run negated by a holding penalty. They now have a 19-yard touchdown pass negated by offensive pass interference. So 1:03 left till halftime. Inola with the ball at the Wardog 34-yard line. Wardog, quarterback under pressure. He's going to throw it across the middle. It's caught once again about the 20-yard line, down to the 19. Clock is continuing to run. We're going to have a timeout on the field. 43 seconds left till halftime. Inola has taken their last timeout. Some big plays coming up here for the Wardog defense. Coach, I know the quarterback, he doesn't look real pretty throwing it, but they've had some success. They're throwing it, they're catching it, and they've been able to move the chains some, throwing the ball.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a jump pass. I mean, I thought we did a pretty good job of getting him uncomfortable there, and I almost looked like a desperation, but their guy was cutting across, made a play, and Coach, we just can't get lazy here. I mean, we're 43 seconds. That is their last time out, so they will not be able to stop the clock anymore unless they get a first down or get the ball out of bounds or obviously on an incomplete pass. So we'll see what we're made of here. See if we can keep them out of the end zone.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Longhorns. Ball at the Wardog 19-yard line. Ball right in the middle of the field. I know the Longhorns are thinking they just want some kind of points here before half. Wardogs have scored twice, have been turned away on both extra points. First extra point was a block attempt, and then a drop pass on a 2-point play. Inola comes out. Bringing motion across the formation. It's going to be a reverse pass. And he's going to look to throw it. He's out there by himself.
We actually played that pretty good, honestly.
We did. Good job right there by Albert Bailey.
Really good job out for Bailey.
Just a reverse pass, and he was right in his face right there. And that was number 1. He's been kind of their go-to receiver, and threw it to him. He just wasn't able to bring it in. So let's call it 3rd down and 10. 37 seconds left till halftime. Wardogs leading here on the road at Inola. It's our first road game of the year. This contest at times has been a little sloppy. Turnovers from both sides, penalties from both sides. Both teams have had a touchdown taken off of the board by penalties. All right, big play here by the Wardog defense. He's going to roll out to his right. And
I think we're going to get a hold
another
on
penalty
Inola.
in the
Looks like
backfield.
Cole Lynch came with a nice
go
blitz.
Against Inola.
I saw number 44 get turned all the way around. So
that is definitely the case, and they did get that hold. So
yeah, Coach, I will say we do know that we have a few internet issues here. We actually brought our own internet, our own hotspots. We are in a 10 can basically up here in Inola, so we do know that the internet's buffering, it's bouncing. We're going to stay on like we haven't left, and we are working on it. Our executive producer David Frazier is up here and doing his thing, so we appreciate everything. All the notes, please send them to us if you continue to have problems. I promise you we are working on it.
All right, this is going to bring up, let's call it 3rd down and about a mile for the Longhorns. The scoreboard says 3rd and 37.
Coach, I'm actually a little surprised.
33 seconds till halftime. Quarterback
good job by
under
Xander
pressure.
Clark.
He's going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught at the 20, down to the 10, to the 15. He's going to get down to the 3-yard line. So big play right there by the Longhorns. They pick up first down yardage. 24 seconds on the clock. The clock will start when it is placed, and Inola's coaches are telling him to spike the ball, which they will. And they spike it with 22 seconds left. Now, they spike the ball, but they don't. This is not a timeout.
I'm not so sure if we're
going to have an injury timeout.
I don't know if we got the timeout prior to the spike or not, though.
It's 22 seconds left on the clock. Coach, did we take this timeout here, do you think?
Well, I saw Coach Gardner signal for it, and I'd say yes. At this point, they've given us a timeout, obviously, with the teams going to the sidelines, so... My wife's saying it's not back up.
Probably looking at the same one. She goes back to our YouTube channel.
Okay.
I had to make a whole new Kenny just texted me and said she's got it.
Timeout call on the previous play before the ball snap. First and goal, Inola.
All right, Inola will have the ball here. First and goal. Ball is at the 2. 22 seconds left in the contest. Ball snapped to the quarterback. He's going over the right side, and he's going to go in for the score. So Wardogs had Inola backed up 3rd and almost 40 yards to go. And Inola finds a way to escape. And, Coach, the thing we did not want to see happen, they punch one in right before half. And now, as we said, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, with the momentum. So what they did is they took advantage of us turning the ball over there around midfield, hit a couple of big pass plays on us in the middle of the field to the same receiver. So there's an indicator there who they're going to try to get the ball to, Coach. They're obviously going to try to get the ball to number 7 in the passing game, something we need to hopefully focus on at the half. But yeah, I mean, it just boils down to, if the Wardogs don't turn the ball over, Coach, this is a minimum of a 3-score game at least. That last fumble evened up the turnovers. We've each fumbled the ball and turned it over twice.
Yeah.
So the turnover battle's even, and you look at the score, and now the score's close to even, and that's usually how these things go.
Wardogs offsides on the point after attempt, so now Inola is going to get another shot at it. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, and it is good. So Wardogs continue to really kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Just too many penalties, too many mistakes, and they lead this one 12-7. But again, Coach, really feel like we've dominated in most aspects, and you have a 5-point lead.
No, you're dead on there, Coach. I've literally sitting here thinking the same thing. I feel like we've really, even though it's been very, very sloppy for what we want, I feel like we've dominated the football game, and yet here we are less than one possession away from losing the football game. So with not very much time here, our only saving grace to possibly get some points on the board would be a big kickoff return. See if we can get the ball across midfield here.
Yeah, 18 seconds left till halftime.
We do have 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts for the Wardogs. Davis and I believe Riley back for the Wardogs here.
Burgess will kick off for Iowa.
All right. Riley and Davis back deep for the Wardogs. There's the kick, and it is a short kick. It's taken up the right side to about the 40-yard line. All right, Wardogs going to come out with very little time left till halftime.
13.6 seconds till half. You got time for 2 plays with timeouts, possibly 3, depending on the length of the first play here.
Definitely so. Hey, Wardogs look for the Wardogs to go deep here or try to pick up something here. Wardogs lead this one 12-7. We're almost to halftime. Inola has just scored to pull within 5. Jinx is back. They're going to throw.
We're running a screen of our own here, but we can't get it.
Jinx is going to be caught. No, still running free. He's across the midfield. This play's taking a long time. He's still on his feet. He's up to the 40.
Need to call timeout.
Call timeout with 1.9 seconds.
Yeah, we tried to set up a screen there, and I don't know exactly what happened. I know Carson got flushed a little bit early, and then by that time, if he throws that screen, we have so many linemen downfield that we're probably getting a penalty there. So we're at least in striking range here. We got time for 1 play. Barring a defensive penalty, this ball is going to have to go to the end zone. So your best trick play here, your best vertical route.
Yeah. We picked up quite a bit of yardage, Coach, but the negative is we used a lot of time on that one play right there. So.
Yeah, I mean, boy, wouldn't we love to have about 20 or 30 seconds here with another timeout.
So this will be the final play of the first half, unless we have a defensive penalty. Wardogs lead this one 12-7, and what as we've said, unfortunately, has been a sloppy contest. Lots of penalties, turnovers on both sides.
Probably 5, 10, 15, 14.
Almost 20. Almost 20, I think. Yeah. Both teams have had touchdowns taken off of the board by penalties. Wardogs one final play here before halftime. Jinx is going to drop back, and he's just going to launch it deep. He's got somebody there, and that is going to be incomplete. So actually, they got behind the defender a little bit right there, but the pass does fall incomplete. So, Coach, that will be the end of the first half, and Wardogs lead this one 12-7. So, kind of got to go in and just regroup a little bit.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I know that everybody says, oh, that last play, the ball just kind of fell helplessly incomplete, but what we saw is in a situation where the only thing you can't do as a defense is let somebody behind you. We were still able to get behind them. That's a play that we're going to go back to, Coach, in the third and fourth quarter in a regular setting to say, well, we think we can get by them a little bit here. So don't be surprised come out in the second half to see if the ball goes vertical. But, again, that's what Inola did there late is exactly the opposite of what we wanted to get done. We needed to keep them out of the end zone. Now they can come back out and get a 2-for-1. And Coach, if they come out and put another offensive drive together, I mean, we're all of a sudden trailing a ball game. And what you and I have already burbled, we feel like we've dominated the game, Coach.
Definitely a game you came in and you feel like it's a game that you're probably better than, that you should be winning this game. And I'm sure our coaches just aren't happy at halftime. Just too many mental mistakes, not getting lined up right.
Yeah.
Putting the ball on the ground. Just at times seem like just a little careless. But we'll go to halftime. We'll
go to halftime. We're going to keep it live so you can see the band and things like that. So me and Coach Back's going to take a little break here. We'll be back with you in the third quarter.
All right, welcome back, sports fans. You're watching Wardog TV, and we are at Inola. We're at halftime. The Wardogs lead this one 12-7. And the contest has really turned out to be a little closer than what should have been. Both teams out on the field warming up, so we're about 2 to 3 minutes from the second half kickoff. Coach, it's just been a sloppy game. Both teams have had touchdowns taken off the board. Both teams have had a number of penalties. Both teams have turned it over several times. And the game, really, you feel like Miami has dominated, on the field, on time of possession, and probably statistically, but yet we only lead by 5.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and throw a few stats at you, and it's going to sound like that we've just kind of grounded and pounded them, a little bit, and you think the score would be different. But again, Coach, those turnovers are huge, and if we are +2 on the turnover battle, we've got a touchdown on the board and are driving to go get more, and this is a completely different ball game. But as we said, it's 12-7. A few stats for you here. Carson Jinks already over 100 yards for the night, 8 carries, 121 yards. Obviously, the big 56-yard touchdown eat up about half of those yardage, but great first half from Carson rushing the ball, and then he was 4 for 6 for 72 yards and had that nice touchdown pass to Garrett Walls. Seth Davis has 8 carries for just under 40 yards. Hadn't got really going yet and had a turnover. We'll see if he can bounce back in the second half and run the ball like we know he can. Hunter only had 1 attempt for 3 yards. Garrett Walls, leading receiver, 3 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, this is the part too. When I think back, Coach, I saw us make a bunch of big plays on the defensive side of the ball, and you'd have really thought that we would have turned that into some points, but just haven't taken advantage. But Reese Satterwhite has 2 tackles for loss. Hunter Nichols has a tackle for loss. Xander Clark has a tackle for loss. We have 2 forced fumbles, 1 by Lynch, 1 by Chris Kelly, and then Garrett Walls has a fumble recovery, and Chris Kelly has a fumble recovery. So, yeah, I mean, if you throw the stats up on the board, and look, we don't have Inola stats with us, but, take away the last drive, Coach, which I was on a short field, about a 50-yard touchdown drive. I mean, really, they wasn't doing much. Hit a couple of plays early, but we had really settled in defensively, and they just hit us with a couple of crossing routes where they're just really finding a lot of open space in our defense in between the hashes. So number 7 is their go-to guy. The quarterback has shown athletic ability and an ability to make some plays while under duress. So, we're in for one here. I mean, if we thought, if we were going to come in and they were just going to kind of roll over at home and let us have it. I mean, hopefully we've been awakened that we're going to have to play some clean football the second half, Coach, and to try to separate ourselves a little bit here.
Definitely so. Like I said, it's a game we feel like we dominated, but kudos to this Inola team. They came out and they're competing and they're scrapping and they're fighting. Coach, I bet we look negative plays. I bet Inola's had several negative plays. Plays ended up in a loss. And Wardogs have had maybe one, and Wardogs have had times ran the ball well, we've thrown the ball well, but really it just had inopportune mistakes at inopportune times. Penalty here, fumble there, and like I said, we've got a contest here that maybe we shouldn't be in like this.
Yeah, well, and you hit it right on the head with the penalties, in my opinion, Coach. The penalties so far in the first half have come in just terrible, inopportune times. Touchdown off the board, a 19-yarder, I know, right off the board. So, yeah, it's just a timely – the penalties are never good anyway. But, every now and you're going to have that 5-yard false start. You're going to have that 10-yard holding, but you hope that it happens where it doesn't take away a big play. And, unfortunately for us, in the first half it has. So, but here it is. It's a new half. It's turned into a beautiful evening with a nice breeze. And the Inola Longhorns will get the opening kickoff. So, this first possession in the third quarter is going to be big. For both teams, so let's hope that we can come out and take some momentum away from them and see if we can get started this second half.
Yeah, you really kind of felt the momentum and kind of set on our sidelines most of the half. And then right before half, we have and I think we had like a third and almost 40, and they were able to pick up the first down and then punch it in right before half. And so momentum has definitely switched sides. And now we're kicking off to them on their home field, only up 5. So it's going to be a dogfight here tonight. Wardogs coming out, and the second half kickoff is just seconds away. We want to thank tonight's broadcast student production team once again, Kiara Richards, Ava Huff, Rylan Stewart, and Blake Frazier for all they're doing. We're on the cameras, on the graphics, on-field cameras. So these students taking advantage of the opportunity to work for Wardog TV and getting some real-life experience here and in production. And we thank them so much for taking their time on a Friday night and traveling down here with us. So, Coach, we got it teed up, and we're ready for the second half. Now that here, the Wardogs are underway. That's actually Seth Davis kicked that one off. All right, pretty good job on the coverage team.
Good job by Alfred Bailey, number 20, first one down there. So, all
right,
I'm not sure there why Seth this kicking off. Do we see Shane Douthit coming out to play safety? I don't know if Shane maybe suffered a little bit of an injury. I don't know. That Shane's usually our kickoff guy, and I do not see Shane Douthit at safety either. So hopefully Shane's okay. We'll see as the half progresses.
All right, just underway here in the second half. Wardogs lead this one 12-7. First play here of the third quarter. Handoff up inside. Oh, what a hit. What a hit right there. That is, Wardog linebacker 21.
Yeah, that's Dominic Humble who shot the gap. Big pop. Just got to bring your arms there with you, Coach, and finish that tackle.
I'm going to tell you, he hit that running back in the mouth, and he stopped him dead in his tracks, kind of bounced off. And
great job by that running back to, number 1, hold on the ball, number 2, to keep his feet and keep that to no gain.
Kind of fought back to the line of scrimmage. I'm going to tell you, he hit him straight up. We're going to bring up second down and 10 for Inola. And Wardogs are going to be offside. So, Coach, just what we talked about at halftime, we got to clean up the penalties. That's just really lack of focus, lack of mental right there, especially for a defensive lineman who's right there on top of the ball.
Yeah, it's just one of them frustrating plays right there. But I guess if anything, they're ready to go up front. So see if we can make up for it here. Second medium.
All right, let's call it second down and 5 after the Wardog penalty. Inola, their first possession of the second half. Wardogs lead this one 12-7. Just underway here at halftime. After halftime, quarterback's going to boot out. He's going to be hit in the backfield. That's going to be Humble again, 21, and he's going to take him all the way back to the 23-yard line. So good pressure out there and a sack. So Wardogs needed a big play. Coach, that is the answer for it right there.
Yeah, and then early, number 21 has seen something he likes up front, so I don't know if that's an adjustment we've made. Looks like they are blitzing him pretty early and often, and that's a big play to set up third and long.
Definitely so. Let's go call it third down at about 15. Just underway here in the second half.
Coach screen and, the dig route's been hurting us here with number 7 on the dig route.
All right, and they're going to just hand it up inside the running back. He's across the 30, mistackled to the 40, across the 40. They're going to pick up a first down. Coach, you hate to see that. You have them backed up, and they don't do anything fancy. They just run the ball right up the middle, and we just don't tackle. And once again, Wardogs have them deep, third and long, and Inola picks up a first down.
Yeah, third and long is, we'll say it 100 times this year, it's screen or draw, screen or draw, screen or draw. They hit us with the draw. I felt like we were in good position there early. Pack's just got to wrap up, make a play.
All right, first and 10 for Inola. Ball at their own 41. Just underway here in the third quarter. Quarterback keeps it. He's rolling outside, and that's going to be batted down. Good pressure right there by Alfred Bailey as he puts pressure on the quarterback. And I believe got a hand on that pass as well. So pass is going to fall. Let's call that a pressure and a batted ball right there. Good play by Bailey.
Really nice play by Bailey. Quarterback couldn't even follow through there because Alfred was in his face. So good job there.
All right, let's go bring up second down and 10 for Inola. Wardogs lead here. We're early in the third quarter. Wardogs up 12-7. Once again, they draw the Wardogs offsides. We're going to make a substitution here. 66 coming into the ball game. 85 going to exit for the Wardogs. So instead of second and 10, it's going to be second and 5 for Inola. Once again, giving them really too many opportunities to stay in this ball game. 2nd and 5 for Inola. Ball at their own 46. It's going to be a pass. He's got a guy deep right here. Wardogs in double coverage. And we're going to have a pass interference. 2 Wardogs deep in coverage, but we've got a flag back from the back judge, and that's going to be a big penalty against the Wardogs. So the things we talked about at halftime, kind of cleaning up the mistakes and cleaning up, some of the penalties. And the Wardogs have already been flagged 3 times here, and we are just about 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. That's going to be a big penalty for the Wardogs. Inola now in Wardog territory at the 39, and they've got a good drive going, Coach, and they're, driving here to take the lead.
Yeah, not a bad job by the safety there. Just if he turns a little earlier, that's just an incomplete pass, but they're not going to let you get away with face guarding there.
All right, hand up inside to the running back. He's about the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
He's going to be pushed forward for I'm going to give him about half a yard.
Yeah, Xander Clark, first one in there. Good job by number 50, shooting the gap on the backside. Good play by Xander to get him to second long here.
All right.
On the second down, Coach, this will be their third second down on this drive. The previous 2, they went hard count. That's a tendency that you would think that we start to pick up here. We'll see if they try it.
And both times it's been 2nd and 10 or 2nd and long. Wardog defense playing well, only to give them free 5 yards. So, all right, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there it was. See him try it there, and we stayed a little bit more disciplined there.
All right, just underway here in the third quarter. 9 minutes left in third quarter. Wardogs lead 12-7. Inola, the initial drive of the second half, hands the ball around the right side. He's across the 30, down to the 25, down to the 24-yard line. So Inola starting to find some answers in the running game here. We have an Inola player down on the ground.
Yeah, not sure what happened there to the backside backer. I don't know if we stunted away from that or what happened, but the cut back, once he cut back, Coach, we had nobody there, and he was able to gash us pretty good there.
And I believe that is the running back still down on the turf. I believe their coach. So we have a minute here. Like I said, and Inola's come out, and we came out. We said we didn't want to come out and get a defensive stop right away. I know the Longhorns tell their kids we need to come out and put a drive together, and they are. They got a good drive going, aided by a couple of Wardog penalties. And like I said, they are now inside Wardog territory, right outside the red zone. They've got the ball at the 23.
Yeah, it's not too hard to tell right now where the momentum is. They've came out and have had to put together a nice drive with some nice hard counts. They beat us deep on the deep ball where they got another PI. So we just got to kind of settle in here. Coach, as you well know, when you get closer to that red zone, everything kind of shrinks down for the offense. So hopefully we can get our backs to the wall here and respond. 1st down and 10 for the Longhorns.
It'll be 1st and 10. Ball at the Wardog 20-yard line. 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Inola. This is the first drive of either team here in the second half. Wardogs leading here 12-7. Inola takes the ball. It's going to be kept by the quarterback right up inside. And, Coach, he was about one broken tackle away from going a long ways right there.
Yeah, it's a good job by Chris Kelly. Came backside linebacker. Good play. We've called Chris's name quite a bit tonight. Held that to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, because if Kelly didn't make that play, that quarterback's maybe still running. So 2nd down and 9. We've seen the Inola kind of use the hard count several times here early in the third quarter to draw the Wardogs offside. And it seems like it's been 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10 quite often. So Wardogs here early in the third quarter. Wardogs lead this one 12-7. Jet motion across there, and that is hit in the backfield.
Great job by Brian Cox, number 66.
All right, good job by the interior defensive line right there, and they tackled the Longhorns in the backfield back to the 29-yard line.
Coach, here it's crazy that I'm getting ready to say this, but here comes our bugaboo, 3rd and long. We have got to find a way to get off the field here when we get him to 3rd and behind the sticks.
3rd down, and it's called a 14. I know we'll see how they've been able to escape sometimes out of these, what looks like a hole that we have buried him in.
So right now, number 7 is in the slot at the field side, right there over Alfred Bailey. That's been their go-to guy on 3rd and 4th and long.
And we're going to have a stoppage in play.
I think we have a delay.
We do have a delay of game.
Flag on the play, delay game against Inola.
So that's one penalty we haven't seen so far tonight, the delay of game. It's going to back Inola up, so it's going to call it third down. Third down and right about 20 for Inola. All right, big play here for the Wardog defense. Trips to the top, one receiver to the right, quarterback deep. Here's another screen play.
Right,
and we
very
read that
good.
one much better. Oh, good
Very
job right
good.
there by Hummel and the interior of the Wardog defense.
Xander Clark, great job
Xander
coming back.
Clark,
Coach,
all right.
Coach,
So-
that's a no gain. That's a great job right there.
Yeah. All right, it's going to bring it fourth down, and let's call it about 18 or 19.
So here again, you're still thinking draw or screen. What they did, a little bit of desperation at the end of the second half when they were in hurry up, is this right here. So number 7 coming to the boundary side, short side of the field, and they drug him, Coach, all the way across in between the hashes. So we're thinking draw screen or eyes on 7 to the middle of the field here.
All right, fourth down, big play here for the Wardogs. Midway through the third quarter, Wardogs lead here 12-7. Quarterback back. Looking downfield, he's under pressure. Going to be scrambled. We're going to have a holding
We're gonna
call.
hold, but
and
obviously we're going to decline that.
Yeah,
So
we're going to have an incomplete pass across the middle of the field.
Coach, what's great about that holding call right there is we just had a 3-man rush there. That was just our 3 defensive linemen against their 5. We were able to win right there, get the holding call, which will obviously decline. And this is after a couple of penalties and then putting together a little bit of drive. We got our back to the wall there. We bowled up and we got to stop. So let's see if we can go down and get this offense thing going.
Yeah, I had a little concern there as Inola putting together a good drive. All right, Wardog offense out on the field. Wardog's going to take over, ball at their own 33-yard line. Wardogs lead this one 12-7. Inola took Coach almost 5.5 minutes off the clock that first drive. So Wardogs just now touching it for the first time in the second half. Davis in the backfield with Jinx, and it is a quarterback counter up inside the Jinx. Good hole up in the middle. He's going to go across the 35 up to about the 38-yard line. Let's give him all the way up to the 39. Give him almost 7 on the play. We'll call it second down and 3. Wardogs have ran that quarterback counter all night.
Good start to the drive.
All right, going to be the same play to this way. Good
Quarterback
block.
power. No gain there.
Yeah. Good right there. Good play by the Inola defense. And boy, Jinx was hit him square up. And so it's going to bring up third down and 5 for the Wardogs. It looks like Jinx tried to go a little bit wide right there. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit of a cutback there.
I think Seth probably missed his block. I think he probably thought that Carson could one-on-one that guy, and that was a bad decision. I think Seth needed to pick up that guy right there.
All right, let's call it 3rd and 5 for the Wardogs. Jinx is going to roll out to his right. He's got Walls out in the flat. His throw is caught.
Good execution
nice play. Nice job right there by the Wardogs.
Good execution there.
Just an out play to the slot, and Carson rolls out, and his Walls right in stride for first down. And, Coach, that's hard to defend. If you run that route right and you throw that ball right, it's almost unstoppable.
Oh, and that's just really nice execution. That's Garrett with a really nice route. Carson put it on him. If that's to the field side, Coach, that may end up being a bigger play, but we move the chains. That's what you want to do.
All right, Wardogs have the ball on their side of the 50 still. Up inside to Davis. He's across the 50, 45, down to the 42. Good play right there by the Wardogs up front. Big hole, and Davis picks up about 13 on the play. Wardogs quickly to the line of scrimmage.
We'd like to start seeing us impose our will right here in the running game, Coach. Let's see if we can get after him here.
Yeah, definitely so. 1st and 10, Wardogs in Longhorn territory. Let's call it the 44. It's going to be Jinx once again around the right side. He sidesteps the guy.
Coach, this
down to almost the 35,
our
36.
best play of the day. That's that little power read, outside power read. And again, every time that running back, he is pulling that backer with him, and Carson has really gashed him with that.
All right, let's call it second down and 2 for the Wardogs. Good drive going here. Wardogs' initial possession of the second half. A handed ball to Davis up inside. Not a lot of room. It's going to give him about 1 on the play. He's going to bring up third down and 1 for the Wardogs. It's only the Wardogs' first drive of the second half. Inola came out, took a drive, and went quite a ways with it, aided by several Wardog penalties, but took 5.5 minutes off the clock. So, like I said, this is just the Wardogs' initial possession of the third quarter.
Coach, I think you're going to see quarterback run game here, probably to the right side.
Third down, let's call it 2, and that is what you're going to have, and they're going to overplay.
Yeah.
They just had us outnumbered right there. So they hit Jinx in the backfield, and that's going to bring up a loss. It's going to bring it down. Let's call it 4th and about 5 for the Wardogs. It's really one of the first times we've seen that play stopped.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what play I like here, and even though it hadn't been good to us, I like speed option to the field right here.
All right, big play here for the Wardog offense. 4th and 5.
Giving us the passing. They're giving us passing lanes here. I mean, if we win some one-on-ones here with some receivers, we could have a big play here.
Wardogs are going to take a timeout. All right, timeout on the field. We're at 3:48 in a rapidly moving third quarter.
Really?
Wardogs leading this one 12-7, so only a 5-point lead here at Inola. Wardogs have a good drive going, but now facing a big 4th down play. Ball at the 38. So it's come up with it here. It's not great field position for Inola, but it's pretty good field position. So.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, they came out. We'll be interested to see if Inola comes out in that same look. That was just a cover 1 look where they're playing man across the board with just one high safety, and they were cheating that one high safety over to the field side. That's why I said, boy, they're giving us some passing lanes here. So if they come out with that same look and we can protect, let's look for Carson to try to find a one-on-one. Garrett's had a good night already. Eric McKibben with a big body over a smaller corner. This is a tough play call on 4th and 4. This is one of your top 5 plays that you've went into the week saying we like, and they are giving us that exact same look.
All right, big play here for the Wardogs. Late third quarter, Wardogs leading 12-7, and I know it was going to take a timeout. So whatever they talked about it during their timeout, their coaches didn't like the way something lined up because he came out and he was adamant. He's wanting that timeout.
Well, the previous 2 looks on the 4th and down before the 2 timeouts, they're bringing pressure and playing man. I mean, it's a true cover 1. They're going to try to bring more guys than we can block. We just have to win here. So something else that's good right here that we honestly hadn't seen since week 1 versus Dewey is slipping that running back out of the backfield and just kind of flaring it out there, seeing if we can get him in space. So a lot of different ways you can go here. The main thing is you got to be able to protect up front so we can execute.
I like that call, Coach, especially if you take your 2 wideouts and just run them off. They're man-to-man. They're going to follow them.
Yeah.
They're really going to put your your back out there maybe against nobody, especially if the linebacker's coming up inside on the blitz. You might have your running back by himself.
And, again, exact same look. So you can tell, on the bottom of the screen here, that's man coverage. The one safety that's deep there, he's in cover 1, which means he's cheating over the top. I think this is an all-out blitz with man coverage.
All right, big play here for the Wardogs. Just call it 4th and 5. Ball to Jinx. He's going to pressure. He's going to scramble around. Still looking. Going to run. He's going to pick up the first down. He's down across the 25. So pretty good coverage by the Longhorns, and Jinx was able to scramble and pick up the first down. So
looks like about 14 on the run there.
All right, so good tough running there by Carson Jinx, and Wardogs do pick up the first down. The drive continues just outside the red zone. Ball on the Longhorn 23-yard line, and the ball up inside to Davis. He's going to go across the 20. Going to pick up let's give him 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 for the Wardogs. 3:24 left in the third quarter.
Coach Pax, I can't help but to hear our offensive line coach saying if our left tackle does his job there, that's probably a touchdown. That's the backside end that's still getting there that really shouldn't. So we've made a change at left tackle.
All right, let's call it 2nd down and 6. Quarterback power. Oh, good block by Davis. Jinx gets around the right side, inside the 15, down to the 12. Good hard running for the Wardogs, and that should move the chains.
Yeah, nice tough run there by Carson. Good blocking on the edge there.
All right. That is going to move the chains, Coach. 1st down and 10. Wardogs putting together an impressive drive right here. And most of it on the ground, which is what we said we wanted to see.
I want everybody to know that I'm literally standing on a chair so I can see in this press box without falling down. So at this point,
yeah. All right, first and
even though Kiara
10
and Ava
for
are
the
making fun of me
Wardogs.
right now.
Ball
this is
at
what
the
they're getting.
Inola 14, up inside to Davis. He cuts back. He's inside the 10, down to about the 7. Let's give it to the 8. Good tough running up inside.
good
Good
tough run
hole. Yeah, Coach Davis, I mean, I don't nobody listening here, but if the fire marshal came along, we probably got more people allowed up than what's allowed up here in this press box. All right, good run by Davis up in the middle. 5-yard gain. Wardogs inside the 10. They can still pick up a first down inside the 4. Jinx is going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it.
Good ball.
And that hit our receiver right in the hands.
Yeah,
Coach.
really good football there. Really should be a touchdown.
Definitely so. That's McKibben, I believe. And that ball literally hit him right in the hands. Good throw right there by Jinx. That should have been a touchdown. All right, let's call it 3rd and 5 here.
That's how you draw it up right there, Coacher. I mean, that's got to be 6 right there.
Yeah, it does. And you're right, Coach. We're just telling it like we see it here. Well, Coach, Wardog's really got to have 6 right here. You know, you're up 5. We'll see what happens on this play, but we really got to be thinking touchdown because for whatever reason, Douthat did not come out for the second half kickoff.
May change the thinking here if we
May
don't convert.
change your thinking somewhat. So really got to be thinking. I got 2 plays. Speed option. That's to Davis. Jinx should have kept that one.
Keep. Yeah, that's right there. You really got to keep there, Carson, and you probably go get 4 or 5 yards. Yeah. So tough play there.
All right, speed option right there, which has been a pretty good play tonight for the Wardogs. And Carson cut it up and probably should have kept it, pitched it back to Davis, and actually ended up with a little bit of a loss on the play. Wardogs are going for it. It's 4th down and 6. Got to get the ball inside the 4. It's been an impressive drive. Jinx rolling to his left. Ball is thrown. Touchdown!
Touchdown! That's Garrett Walls
again. All right. It's about a 9-yard pass. Coach Davis, I'm going to have to use my visit insurance and go get me some glasses. This old coach is getting older. My eyes, I couldn't see it.
Really nice play. What people don't understand is that's a right-handed quarterback running out to his left that really has to flip his shoulders, Coach, to get square to the receiver to make that throw. Good execution.
All right, that was a 9-yard touchdown pass to Garrett Walls. He's going to roll right.
Very good.
They're going to throw it. That's going to be a touchdown or extra point. So the Wardogs get 2 of them back. Coach, that's going to push it to 20-7. Coach, right there. On the 2-point play, Jinx was rolling to his right. We brought a receiver all the way back across the back of the end zone, and he was over here about where the eye is. Yeah. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him. So that's something to think about.
Oh, with
later, if you have to have a play, Jinx roll back, you're going to have somebody back all the way across the field.
Coach, it's funny when you think about college football tomorrow and the overtime rule. Once you get into that certain overtime, it's nothing but 2-point convert. You have to go for 2. So most coaches have 5 to 8 to sometimes 10 of 2-point conversions. So you're exactly right. We can run that exact same, scheme and formation and know that backside there we've got something different. Those 2-point conversion plays are also great on those 4th and 1s, those 3rd and short, stuff like that. But Coach, what a great drive. Great job of going down and stretching that league back out to 2 possessions. My apologies, I can't see the clock. What are we under 2 minutes in the third?
Coach, we are 1:29 and a couple of big pass plays along the way.
It was
a couple of big 4th down pickups along the way.
Huge, yeah. So now I really would like to see our defense kind of get after them here. You would think that they're going to start pressing a little bit to try to feel like they got to get one more score on the board. Knowing that they probably have 3 possessions left, maybe 4, so they know they have to have 2 scores out of 4 possessions. So big possession coming up for the Wardog defense. If we can get a stop here and then you'll be able to keep the ball for a while and end up with some points, Coach, we may be in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Coach, we played almost the entire 3rd quarter, and both teams have had 1 possession.
1 possession,
and there's only 1:29 left till the end of the 3rd quarter. Once again, Davis kicking off for the Wardogs, so we're not sure what's happened to Douthat, a regular kicker. Ball goes to about the 8, and it's dropped. Good coverage once again by the Wardog special teams.
Yeah. I don't love the kick in the middle of the hashes. I've said that before, but a little bit of a mishandle back there allowed us to get down there and pin them inside the 20. Let's see if we can peel our ears back here and get after them a little bit.
All right. I know who's going to take over. Like Coach said, inside their own 20-yard line. We're going to call it about the 17. Wardogs lead this in 20-7. We are late 3rd quarter. 1:22 left in the 3rd quarter. First time meeting ever between Inola and Miami on the football field. Coach, nice facility here at Inola. Beautiful field, beautiful night. All right, 1st and 10 for Inola. Quarterback drops back. He's going to draw. He's going to run it. Coach, I think that's just a design draw.
Yeah, nice job by 77 Julio Valenzuela and defensive end number 6 Hunter Nichols right there. Good job.
Let's call it 2nd down and 9 for the Longhorns. Wardogs would love to get a 3 and out and get that ball back. And, Coach, like you said, we could get a stop, punch another one in, and you have to be feeling really good about where you set.
Got to watch the hard count here.
Hand up inside to the back. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job there by Chris Kelly again. Chris and Dominic both have really good nights at inside linebacker tonight so far, Coach.
Coach, I was getting ready to say the same thing. It's like we called their name over and over. So, big play here for the Wardogs. 3rd down and 9. Ball at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, Coach, when you're calling your 2 inside linebackers names all night, that's usually a pretty good deal for your defense because those are the guys that are supposed to make plays.
All right. Probably the last play here of the 3rd quarter. Under 20 seconds. 3rd and 9 for the Longhorns.
Need a good pass rush here.
They're going to take it. It's going to drop back. He's going to roll out. He's under pressure. We're going to have a holding call, and he's going to be tackled for no loss. So, good job right there. Holding call, offense on the penalty on the offense, which means the half or the quarter can probably end here.
Yeah, looks like
there's about 2 seconds left in the half.
Looks like just a 1-yard gain, so I can imagine we won't decline that. Make them punt on 4th and 8. Good job there.
Yeah, good job by the defensive coach. Tackled in bounds. I know they stopped the ball in the clinic, but they should mark it and wind it, and so we should be moving to the 4th quarter.
I agree. This punt really should not happen.
So
at least not this direction.
Yeah, there's 2.1 seconds, but running back which was the quarterback, tackled in bounds, and they should set it and wind it. But either way, we're going to have a punt right here.
He's not going to wind it.
Yeah.
And he should.
Garrett Walls back at the Inola 47, right about midfield.
Just need clean execution.
Yeah,
here.
Good job right there by the Wardog defense. Wardogs should have outstanding field position. Good pressure right there. That punt goes straight up in the air. Now rolling backwards. Coach, that's going to come down.
Couldn't have worked out any better for the Miami Wardogs.
31-yard line.
Couldn't have worked out any better for us.
Coach, that's going to take us to the end of the 4th quarter. Wardogs going to have the ball in great field position.
Yeah, I mean, right here, we're going to turn around. We're going to flip ends here, and we're going to have the ball 1st down and 10 at their 27-yard line. We need to really get after right here, Coach, and really put pressure on them with this drive.
Wardogs up 20-7. You almost feel one more score could probably really put them on the ropes. It's been a rapidly moving 3rd quarter and a much more clean ball game this half as well, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, what I would love to see the guys in the white here play just the best 4th quarter that they've played so far this year. Forget the score, put 0-0 on it, and let's start right here and just say, let's play a 4th quarter game and see if we can put it together for 12 minutes on both sides of the ball and in the special teams unit here.
Davis still in the backfield. Coach, I know Nichols really hasn't played a lot of running back. I know late in the game last week got a little banged up. Still playing the defensive side of the ball. So
yeah, I think Hunter's taking about every snap on defense, and Seth's taking every snap on offense. So just must have been the game plan coming in.
Yeah. All right, Wardogs going to take over. Ball is at the Inola 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Wardogs up 20-7. First play of the 3rd quarter. And up inside to Davis. He's up the middle. He's going to go to about the 16-yard line. Close to a 1st down. Big hole up inside by the offensive lineman. They're going to move the chains, Coach. Let's give him 10 on that one.
Yeah, good burst, good hole, nice counter play there. That's just a really good football play on 1st down.
All right, that's going to move the ball inside the 20 in the red zone. Wardogs have it 1st and 10 at the Inola 17-yard line. And the ball up inside, and Davis again. He's across the 15, inside the 10, down to about the 9. It's going to give him 8.
Yeah, another good run.
All right, Wardogs are starting to gash him. Coach, that's what we talked about early. Those plays in the 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, that's 3 yards, 4 yards. All of a sudden now, 10 yards, 8 yards.
And we're switching out. They're changing their whole defensive front. I'm not sure why we're waiting on them. We need to go right here and finish this drive.
All right, 2nd down Hand up inside to Davis again. He's going to cut back. He's inside the 5. Wardogs are going to have first and goal inside the 4. All right, Wardogs right now controlling the line of scrimmage. Wardogs first and goal. Let's call it right about the 5.
Tempo here. We're going to catch him here maybe.
Inola trying to shuffle defense in and out.
Good.
Davis around the right side.
Good.
Touchdown.
Nice execution.
Wardogs.
Coach, we went fast there. We had an official that got plastered, by the way. I'm telling you, that official took a shot in the back end. But going back to I really, really hope that guy's all right.
Yeah.
But what was really good there, Coach, they were trying to run a late guy in. We snapped that ball, and they were short a defensive lineman on the left side of their defense, which is where we ran, and we were able to take advantage there. Good touchdown run there by Seth.
Good job of Davis. He goes right there on the right side for a 5-yard touchdown. That's going to push the lead to 26-7, and that official's still down. Coach, he get hit by their safety.
It was there. He was running inside, which is what the umpires are supposed to do. They're supposed to run inside to look for those holdings, and their safety came across. And I'm telling you, Coach, all I saw was the referee's feet flying. And I'm not trying to make a joke of that, but he took a shot.
Yeah, so, he is still down. He is being administered to at this time.
Yeah, it's a little scary. I mean, Coach Pax, those guys are getting they're our age or older. You know what I mean? And I don't know that I can take shots like that anymore. So I feel for that guy right now.
No, I can't take a shot like that. I take a shot like that, you better have a helicopter landing on that Longhorn out there. All right, Coach, that's a good answer out there by the Dogs. We said we wanted to go 3 and out. We kind of pressured the punter, kind of had a poor kick, and the Wardogs answered quickly. And I think really for all, honestly, maybe put this one out of reach. Yeah, but we want to really finish this, like you said. Let's finish our best fourth quarter of the year. Let's finish this one up strong. Wardogs are up now 26-7. Still got to go the extra point.
That's right. Be interested to see here the thought process with Coach Gardner. I don't think, the coaches have the book, right? When you go for 1, when you go for 2. I never was a big proponent of that. I was just always, what do you feel right now? Do you have to have that 2-point conversion, or do you feel like, executing the extra point to make them score 3 touchdowns in less than 11 minutes to beat us? But I'd say with Douthit being out, there's something there, Coach. I bet we go for 2 here. But, yeah, I'd really like to see us execute here and then turn around on defense and get another 3 and out.
And Coach Davis, you're right. We're bringing our offense out, and we're going to be going for 2 because it looks like our kicker has maybe suffered a little bit of an injury. Wardogs come out. Jinx is going to roll right. He's going to cut up inside, and he is going to go in. It's good. Nice. 2-point conversion. That's going to push it to 28-7.
Yeah, Coach, that was option. That was just the option play. It's been there for us. Carson did a really good job there knowing what he had to get, and great execution. And those 2 extra points that we've been chasing all day, we've made them up.
Yeah, definitely so, Coach. I'm going to tell you, really kind of hats off to Carson Jinx. He's been the quarterback with us, for several years now. And, Coach, I've really never seen him really run with this type of authority, this type of determination, where I'm going to lower my head, I'm going to run over you.
Oh, I love how Carson Jinx runs the football. I mean, the word soft doesn't exist with that young man's game. He is a physical runner. I mean, in all honesty, Coach Pax, what we talk about with Seth and Carson is they could really flip positions, and you're probably getting the exact same type of player. Carson could line up a tailback and run tailback for us. So, and the coaches on the other side that we play are like, man, whoever carries the ball for Miami, you're going to get a physical, hard runner. We're going to have to tackle. We're going to have to finish. He's really brought that element to a game, and he's really developed that over the last 2 or 3 years. And, Carson right now, Coach, 121 in the first half. Of course, all of our stats up here are unofficial. With some quick math right here. I mean, Carson's maybe getting close to 200 yards rushing. What an incredible day for a quarterback to get to those numbers.
All right. It makes it 28-7. Wardogs answer. And they have really dominated the second half like we really felt we could have and probably should have, from the initial kickoff. Davis coming out to kick off once again.
And you look up there, too, Seth, first half 38 yards, already in the second half 44 yards. So we're starting to win up front, and it's starting to show.
All right. Davis kicking off. Ball's going to take about the 14. Bobbled. Picking up, and he is going to be tackled about the 22-23. So
another great job by the coverage team.
Yeah, a really good job by our special teams. Really all year, you can tell our coaches put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and sometimes, that's part of the game that's sometimes overlooked.
Oh, Coach, I tell you, I know it's apples and oranges a little bit, but during my time at NEO, we spent more times on special teams, and I would say than anybody else in the conference, because special teams you talk about a catalyst and a neutralizer. If you're playing somebody that may be a little bit more talented than you, if you can win in special teams, massive advantage. And it's great to see that our kickoff unit takes pride in what they're doing.
All right. Inola comes out down 28-7. Take over at their own 22-yard line. Quarterback rolls out under pressure.
What a great job by Hunter Nichols.
Oh!
Coach Hunter Nichols is getting double teamed right there. Kept his. One thing I love about Hunter, and I always brag about Hunter, is his motor never stops going. That was a relentless pass rush to beat a double team and then to have the athletic ability to make an open field tackle with an athletic quarterback. Just a great play by Hunter Nichols.
Yeah, almost while still being blocked, grab that quarterback and not let
kudos
go.
to our secondary there for the coverage too, obviously.
Coach, that's a loss of almost 12 on that play. It's going to bring up second down and 22 for Inola. Wardogs lead here early in the fourth quarter, 28-7. Quarterback drops back, throws. It's going to be dropped. Ball is incomplete. Out to about
Coach, we, that's open right there. Just a little bit of a pass behind there. We're still in good shape there with that completion. It still puts them at third and long, but we like third and really long.
And that's what it is here. Let's call it third and almost 22 for Inola. Just underway here in the third quarter. 9:44 remaining in the contest. Wardogs lead this one 28-7. In a second half definitely dominated by Miami at all aspects to this point. Quarterback sneak, he's under pressure. He's scrambling out. He's going to throw it across the middle.
The line of scrimmage there?
Coach, it looked close. Coach, it's complete, but he's going to be a little short of the first down.
Boy, I can't wait to go back and see that one on film. But either way, it's still fourth and about 3 here, but that's a good play for them. But I would guess that he was a couple yards past the line of scrimmage. I'd watch the hard count here. Try to draw us off sides.
Fourth and about 4 for the
Coach,
Longhorns.
Again, over here, we got 2 over 3.
Yeah.
We're giving up some short stuff here. Oh, they can't do that. Yeah, that was arena football there. This is going to be an illegal procedure, and they're going to back them up 5.
So, it definitely was a situation you want to go for it. Probably still have to go for it.
Yeah,
just because of the clock
and
down
Coach,
21.
Based on pre-alignment, I felt like they really helped us there because I didn't like what we were giving up down here on the bottom of the field. This is a little bit better look now.
All right, let's call it 4th and 8 for Inola. Wardogs up 28-7. We're underway here in the fourth quarter. Inola drops back, rolling out. Going to be under pressure. Sander White gets him, and he's going to tackle him about the 20-yard line. Initial pressure brought by Humble, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, what well of a game by our linebackers. Yeah. Humble forced him out of the pocket. Reese Sander White does a great job working inside out to finish the sack. Wardogs take over, and, Coach, we need to go right into attack mode. Nothing fancy. I think you're going to see the ball on the ground here to see if we can go grind out another 6.
All right, Wardogs take over. Good defensive stop right there. 8:41 left in the contest. Wardogs lead this one 28-7. What was a sloppily played first half has turned into a much cleaner football game. Wardogs have completely dominated the second half, outscoring Inola 14-0. Inola, after a decent drive to start the third quarter, really has done nothing on offense from that point. Wardogs take over, hand up side to Davis. He cuts it back. He's across the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. Let's give him almost 5 on that play. I don't think you see the Wardogs do a lot more. Nothing probably really fancy here. Going to line up and just run it right at you.
Coach, what are we looking at time-wise? I can't see the clock over there for anything.
Coach, we got 8:20. Clock is continuing to run.
Yeah.
Wardogs running the ball right at Inola. That's going to be Jinx up inside. He's across the 15, inside the 10.
Good block.
All the way up to about to about the 8-yard line.
Very nice right there.
As Coach said, good block up inside by Victor Valenzuela and the rest of the offensive line. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
Coach, haven't moved the chain. They need to set the chains down, I guess. It is 1st and goal. That was a little bit confusing there. They just need to drop those chains on the other side.
1st and goal at the 9. 7:52. Clock is continuing to move. Wardogs up 28-7. One more score. Probably going to put this one out of reach. Wardogs looking to go to 2-1 on the season. That's Davis up inside. He goes back to the outside.
Now go finish the run.
He's going to barrel on with a touchdown. Wardogs.
Really nice bounce. Love the finish. Whether it's 7, whether it's 26. Hadn't seen a lot of nickels tonight, but all three of those guys know how to finish runs. Great job there. Great protection up front. Put it away right there, Coach.
Davis punches it in. 7:34 left in the contest. 9-yard touchdown by Davis. That makes it 34-7. Miami up. Wardogs being forced to really go for 2. Not trying to run the score up, but our kicker's been hurt. So really had no other option right here. Wardog offense comes out for the 2-point conversion. Jinx is going to hand it to. He's going to throw it. It's actually going to fall incomplete. 2-point conversion falls incomplete for the Wardogs, but after a 9-yard touchdown run by Seth Davis, the Wardogs push the score to 34-7. 7:34 left in the contest.
Yeah, Coach, just the balance between Carson and Seth in the running game. Carson with 16 carries tonight, Seth with 18 carries tonight. So it's been those two. Carson's really thrown the ball well, 6 for 9. Looks like over 100 yards. Garrett Walls had a good night tonight. He's got 5 catches, a couple of touchdowns, a 2-point conversion. So, and what we talked about, Coach, going into the fourth quarter about really wanting to dominate and win. Boy, we have done that up to this point. Now, again, we obviously the score's in our favor with just under 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes left. Definitely want to finish this off, though. We do not want to get, have our defense start to let up a little bit here. I'd love to see us really finish with the pedal on the gas going into a bye week, Coach, with a lot of momentum.
Definitely so, Coach. Wardogs lining up for the kick. Like I said, once again, Seth Davis kicking off for the Wardogs. Shane Douthit apparently has some kind of hopefully just a small injury. Coach, as Coach Davis mentioned, the Wardogs are off next week. It's a bye week. Get ready for district play, and anybody hurt, you hope to get healthy and take advantage of that time. So here's the kick. Davis kicks it. Pretty good kick. Ball goes all the way inside the 5, down to the 2. Good coverage right there by the Wardogs.
I'm telling you, they've been fantastic.
And once again, Inola will start inside their own 20. Outstanding job by the Wardog special teams, especially the kickoff coverage tonight.
Yeah, again, I think the motivation here, if I'm Coach Homer and his defensive staff, is finish the game. Great job in the fourth quarter so far. Great job in the whole second half, overcoming some of those penalties to hold them out of the end zone. Love to finish here with a lot of aggression and really put this thing away. Again, Coach, just momentum going into an off week is just huge, so you can really feel good about what you've done when you finish that game.
All right, Inola comes out. We're here in the fourth quarter. Wardogs leading here 34-7. Hand the ball up inside. Big run, big room right there. He's across the 25 to 30, all the way up to the 35-yard line. So
yeah, pretty good cut back there again. Linebacker over pursued just a little bit there. We were able to come back and make a play and at least make them earn it there. Pretty good hustle to hold that to a 15-yard gain and not 6.
Right. First down on the play for the Longhorns. Really their first positive play probably since the initial drive of the second half. Wardogs have this one firmly in control, you would have to believe. 34-7. We're midway through the fourth quarter. Inola with the ball. Their own 35-yard line. 6:52 left in the contest. Inola bringing man in motion. We got too many men moving.
Yeah, we're going to get a false start here, Coach. Looks like the right tackle, right guard started just a little bit early.
Yeah, looks like they're going to run a counter play or make you think they're running a counter play.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're bringing a guy in motion, and you got two guys moving at the same time. So that's going to back Inola up 5 yards. Let's call it 1st and 15. 6:39 left in this one. Wardogs looking to move to 2-1 on the season. Same play, looks like for Inola. And the ball up inside. He bounces outside. He's going to get to about the 40-yard line. So About 10 yards right there.
Yeah.
Coach, looks like we had him initially stopped.
Yeah.
He just bounced outside. There wasn't anybody else outside.
He's done a good job bouncing. I'll tell you who did a pretty good job there was Braylon Riley, the corner, getting that ball turned back in and allowing the inside help to come and finish that off. Because if you let him outside right there, if you're a corner, there's not much out there to stop him other than the safety.
All right, let's call it 2nd down and 5 for the Longhorns. Ball at their own 40-yard line. Midway through the 4th quarter, Wardogs leading this one here. Up inside to the running back. He's across the 45 to the 50. Excuse me, 40, 45, up to about the 48.
Coach, he's not a very big guy, and I think we're kind of losing him a little bit. I mean, there was nothing on the interior there. That's my apologies. It's pretty dark up here. That's number 2, Connor Pittner, a junior. Not a very big guy, but boy, he's running with a lot of aggression, and he's not for a guy that's not very big, he's pretty hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, we kind of got lost up inside right there. All right, a couple first downs for the Longhorns. They're putting the drive together. 1st and 10, just their side of the 50. Up to the back again, and not much this time.
Yeah, good job there up front.
Give him about a yard, maybe half a yard on that one.
Pretty good job there by number 72, Wayne Wells, sophomore. Did a good job there.
We're going to be under the 5-minute mark here. Wardogs leading here at Inola, 34-7. The last non-district game of the year, first road game of the year.
Again, Coach, this was a 12-7 game at half, so we've came out and dominated the second half like you'd hope you would do, 22 unanswered, and I know Coach Elmer and his staff would love to continue to pitch a shutout in the second half here.
Definitely so. Let's call it 2nd and 9 for the Longhorns. Ball at their own 47. And up inside. Big gap. He's going to go all the way to the Wardog 32. Almost 21 yards right there. And they just bring that jet motion across, and sometimes your linebackers, those guys get their eyes on him, and you just go right up the middle. So,
yeah, and that's honestly, Coach, we've done such a good job really up to this drive of not allowing them to get up in the middle like that, and they've gashed us a couple of times on this drive with that play.
All right, I know we got a good drive going here late. And try to pitch around the right side.
Yeah, really nice job there.
And he's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Good job by Braylon Riley.
Yeah, Riley right there. Chris Kelly pursued from the inside. And that's going to be about a 2 or 3 yard loss. We're going to call it 2nd down and 13.
Just a really nice job there, Coach. That was really well played.
3:47 left in the contest. Coaches employing their defense to get a stop. You just don't want to give up that other touchdown. Wardogs lead here, 34-7. Quarterback's going to boot it. Good pressure. He's got a guy out of the flat. Oh, he just drops it. It's a little boot pass right there, and had a guy out of the flat, just not able to connect. That's going to stop the clock. 3:23 left in this one. Wardogs up 34-7. Inola facing a 3rd down and 13.
Pretty good play design there, Coach Pax. I mean, that was there. It seems like they've dropped 2 or 3 out in the flats like that tonight.
Yes, they have. A little boot action right there. They had a guy wide open, just didn't connect.
Again, we're not doing anything pressing out there. I mean, we've got a nice comfortable cushion. We don't want to give up a big play deep ball, so we're going to give up some of that underneath stuff, but just have to be able to tackle in space on those plays.
Quarterback drops straight back. He's going to throw it deep. Got a guy out there, and it's going to be broken up.
That's really good coverage.
Yeah, good coverage right there. I've got Braylon Riley on that side.
No, that's number 12.
12.
So that's Kyler Walker, sophomore Kyler Walker, with a really nice job there.
All right, he was out there isolated. Kyler's not a real tall guy.
He
definitely is going to be have a height disadvantage. He's out there one-on-one.
So he really has to rely on technique, Coach. Being a smaller guy there, did a really good job there turning and finding the ball. When that head turns around as a DB, most of the time the officials will give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. 4th down for Inola, 4th and 13, 3:15 left in the contest. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Inola.
What do we got left there, Coach, time-wise?
3:15.
3:15 left in the ball game. We got 4th and 12, maybe 13. I know that our defense would love to get a stop here and then maybe come back with this last 3 minutes and maybe see some of them backups get a chance to maybe run the clock out for us on offense.
Wardogs on their way to going 2-1 on the season.
Coach, I would like to take a minute and shout out to the Lady Wardog High School softball team who took a couple of tough district losses a couple of weeks ago, but man, have they rebounded in a big, big way, scoring 19 runs, 8 runs, and then scoring 20 runs, Coach, last night, all in district play to kind of get back on track. And, you look up, Coach, we're just a couple of weeks away, and we're looking at softball districts. So Lady Wardogs got some big home games coming up. We invite you to come out to Harley Turner Field to cheer on the Lady Wardogs. And then our junior high girls, they'll be wrapping up their season in the next couple of weeks. So when you see or hear junior high or high school softball at home, please take time to come out. You will not be disappointed. It's a great brand of softball. And the Lady Wardog high school softball team making another run of possibly hosting regionals.
4th and 13 for the Longhorns. Quarterback back. Throwing it up, and he's going to be...
Yeah, good job by the safety. The safety presence and the corner presence pushed that route out of bounds right there. So really good job there. Just good execution by the defense. Good
job by the Wardog defense right there as they do hold. Inola puts together a couple of first downs, but Wardog's going to take over. Wardogs lead this one 34-7. 3:07 left in the contest. We encourage you to check on social media. We'll be, Coach Davis puts out there. We have cross country next week. We've got junior high softball next week, high school softball next week, junior high football next week. So a lot of opportunities to go out and support the Wardogs. We encourage you to, look online, the social media. You'll see game locations, game times. Come out and support our kids. And as they work their way through this season.
Freshman quarterback Grant Lawless takes over at quarterback.
All right, Lawless in. He's going to hand the ball up inside.
That's Hunter Nichols on the
carry. All right,
carry.
Hunter Nichols in for our first action at running back tonight. Usually splits time with Davis, but I know tonight he's mainly been on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
A little banged up last week,
yeah,
and I'm sure that played a little bit of a role in his lack of not wanting to play as much tonight.
Coach, just can't overstate enough how important finishing the game is. We've really dominated the second half. More importantly, we've dominated the fourth quarter. As we were sitting here at halftime, you and me and Coach Satterwhite, we were talking about all these scenarios about how this could turn into a dogfight. And, if we don't continue to clean some stuff up and, we're a lot more comfortable, let's just say it right now, than what we were at half. So shout out to our coaching staff for making some nice adjustments, to our kids who came out and cleaned up a lot of those penalties, no turnovers in the second half for Miami, which was big, and we were able to finish this on a winning note. And, Coach, 2-1 in non-district play going into the break. I think you take it.
Definitely so. All right, so we'll bring up second down and 11 for the Wardogs. So this was starting to wind down. Wardogs up 34-7. Hand upside to Nichols. Dancing around. He's going to go up across the 35-yard line.
Coach, I know you mentioned it a little earlier. Again, love to invite everyone out in Miami next Thursday, 6 o'clock in the MAC, our home gym. Our own Miami Cheer Squad will be hosting a showcase that will not only feature them, but several other local schools will be coming with their cheer squads to perform all of their regional competition performances, including Miami. So regionals are coming up really quick, and we'd love for you to be able to come out and support our young ladies and the other cheer squads across the region. Next Thursday, 6 p.m. in the MAC.
All right, 3rd and 9. Lawless going to drop back. He's going to scramble out to his left. He's going to throw it, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Got a flag down, Coach.
Probably going to have a holding call up inside. Coach, really, that's the first penalty we've had on us in quite a while.
In a while, yeah. And again, I've seen several backups in the game. I think this is fantastic to be able to get them in, get them some live reps in varsity competition. You can learn so much from playing, and then you get to put the film up and be able to learn even more from there. So they're going to decline that penalty, Coach. That's going to bring up 4th down and 9. So this is our regular punting unit coming onto the field.
All right, 1:26 left in the contest. So that really was almost an entire second offensive group right there coming out to see a little action. We're missing someone on the punt team. All right.
Coach, I really hope the remainder of our away games that we're in a better situation where I don't have to stand on a chair to be able to see the one side of the field. So I may be sore tomorrow.
All right, 4th down for the Wardogs. Davis in the punt formation. He's kicking it. Good kick. Good spiral kick.
Great punt.
He's going to Going to roll inside the 25, now at about the 24-yard line. So,
a good kick by Seth. I can tell he didn't expect to go back out and play anymore. He went out without his gloves on, which is weird to see that. So nice execution there, good protection, good kick, and let's see if we can finish this thing up on the defensive side of the football.
All right. 1:18 left in the contest. Wardogs safely in control here, 34-7. Wardogs move to 2-1 on the season. Wardogs are off next week. It is bye week, but 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight, back at Robertson Field. It's homecoming, I believe, Coach.
Homecoming against an incredibly talented Cushing team who has aspirations to make another deep run. I think number 4 in the state, Coach, going into tonight. Very, very talented football team. Huge test for us. But it's going to be a great day with our Hall of Fame 1972 Men's Championship basketball team will be inducted at 11 o'clock that morning, and then our homecoming coronation on Friday, September 23rd.
All right, Inola out on offense. Quarterback drops back. He's under pressure. And he's going to be hit, bounce off, and be tackled once again. We are under a minute, right at a minute. This one's starting to wind down. Coach, going to be a good victory for us. We're feeling a lot better right now than we did earlier in that third quarter when it's 12-7 and they're driving.
Sure. Well, and then, Coach, we've both done this long enough. You learn that you don't take winning for granted. You'll hear us say it a lot. Winning's not easy. It's hard. I know you look up and there's a lot of high school teams that traditionally just do it a lot, but it's not as easy as what everybody thinks it is. So you never take it for granted. Again, a good 34-7 win. It's going to look really pretty in the newspaper tomorrow, but we had to fight for it in the second half to stretch it to this lead.
All right, Ola runs the ball up the right side. He's going to pick up both balls on the ground. Picked up. Still being scrambled around.
So, Coach, we had two Inola people carry the ball and ended up with a 4-yard loss.
Coach, that's probably going to wrap it up right there. Clock's continuing to run. Under 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Wardogs going to win this one. So congratulations to Coach Gardner and the Wardogs going to go 2-1 on the season. Like, once again, we won't be here next week. Bye week. 2 weeks from tonight at Robertson Field.
1-0 all time against Inola Longhorns in football. Great win by the Miami Wardogs. Thanks again to everyone. I'll let you close it out, Coach, but thanks again to everyone who listens and plugs into this. Thank you for being patient with us tonight. We can't help where we're at. We know we had some internet, some buffing issues. We can tell you that this full upload will be available on YouTube at Wardog TV. You can check that out. Shout out to our band, our cheer team, our Miamiettes, and the stands are full across the way, Coach. It's great to see Miami fans travel. You always take winning. You always take winning on the road, and you're going to smile and move on. So best of luck to Inola. Thank you to Jeff Under, the athletic director and assistant superintendent here, for the gracious hospitality. We really enjoyed this. They have beautiful facilities here, and like you said earlier, we're going to see Inola a lot with some softball next week, some cross country. So Coach Pax, love doing this on the road with you, even though it wasn't our ideal situation, but man, I'm having a blast just 3 weeks of this. So great to be with you as always, brother. I'll let you close us out.
Thank you so much, Coach Davis. I thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. It's a lot of fun bringing these games to you here. We thank you for joining in with us tonight. Like I said, Coach said we're in a little bit of technical difficulties and a little bit difficult situation here, but congratulations to Coach Gardner and the Wardogs. They moved to 2-1 on the season in a convincing win over Inola tonight. Once again, next week we will not be on the air. Wardogs have a bye week. 2 weeks from tonight, homecoming at Robertson Field. And we want to thank everyone. Thanks, Coach Davis, for being here tonight. All the students who work in our system here tonight. And have a safe ride home. And God bless you. And we'll see you all in 2 weeks.